Hello, and welcome to, well, I guess, Best Pal Brigade / RPPR. This is going on the podcast feed, right, Ross?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, hey, I'm Ross Payne. Welcome to Roleplay
Radio. I'm a player. I'm not actually running
We
this game.
alienate
No,
everyone.
you ain't shit today, Ross. Hi, I'm Kyle Carty from Best Pal Brigade on Twitch. My pronouns are any and all, and I am the game master for this possibly 3-part series of Savage Tokusatsu, penned by Aaron, working title, Future Denied. Joining today are these 4 lovely souls. This is a live streamed game, so there might be some elements where I respond to donations from the chat that might hinder or aid these 4 players. Why don't each of you introduce yourselves, and if you're comfortable with it, give your pronouns, because that's sort of what we do here on this stream. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm Ross Payton.
There it is. Somebody went first. We're all too polite. We all have too much microphone discipline.
See who does it live all the time.
Should I? I'm the host of Role Playing Public Radio. You probably all know me. Are we doing? How much of our characters are we introducing at this point?
Give me the name and give me the general concept.
My character's name is Luke Targ. He is a musician. He's specializing in vaporwave, synthwave, that kind of thing. He likes to play at a club called Vapor Space. So,
oh boy, wonderful. Yeah. Gonna be like that. Let's move right on up then the overlay. Who are you, the person above Ross?
Yes, I am above Ross, where I belong.
I put Ross on the bottom, where he belongs.
Wow. All right.
Nobody puts Thad in the corner. I go on the edge. Hi, I'm Thad. I am intermittently on Role Playing Public Radio. My character is named Randall Ames, who, for game purposes, is he, him. And he is sort of a aimless dude with not a lot of success in like having a career, but he's very much into, supporting local stuff going on in the city, doing rallies and protests and putting up flyers and things. Also tends to end up getting charged with vandalism and shoplifting quite a bit. So he's a bit of a fuck up, but people
he's a tough.
Know him like.
I like it. And to my right, to stage left, who are you?
Hi, I'm Noah. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Angelo Southward, who is also he, him, and he is a very vain and stubborn stuntman. But he's also he tries to play it cool, calm, and collected most of the time. So
I just realized if I mute the Yeti to cough on the stream, it doesn't mute it for Craig.
That's right. On RPPR, we'll get the uncut version.
Yeah,
with
you'll get
Kyle.
Make a note on that. Yeah.
I cough a lot.
Well, you're also bringing it up. Yeah, no.
I have a lung condition. And who's the last person? And when we pause to give enough time to edit this cut correctly, who's the last person?
I guess that would be me.
There it is.
Hey, this is Aaron Carson from Role Playing Public Radio and also Railery Podcast Streaming. Front of the podcast. And I am playing Marshall Kenton. He is the 16-year-old son of the wealthy Kenton manufacturing family. That's like a part of the city's elite. But he's kind of
fucking
a black sheep.
Wasps.
Yeah, he is pretty. They're pretty much that, but he's kind of a black sheep because they're wanting to go into business, and he decided he wanted to be performing arts, orchestral music. So he managed to convince a family member to let him go off to Europe for a bit to attend a performing arts school. But he is being pulled back in because his father has suffered a stroke under semi-mysterious circumstances, and he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Pretty much basic character is, your typical teenager that he's kind of arrogant, thinks he's invincible, could do whatever he needs to, but he has a good heart, just has a hard time showing it.
I forgot the character was a teenager.
Yeah, it's one of those campaigns.
Good luck.
Well, we've had our first chat redemption, courtesy of Lost Carol. It's going to be an injury, so I'm just going to make a note of that one. First character that suffers an injury gets it twice as bad.
Oh,
I nominate Aaron.
I mean, look, I'm going to attack everybody, so gotta grab my rule book so that I
Do we
can.
have drinking rules? Can I like drink if I take a shot of something? Can I counter the injury?
What's the chat say? Oh, chat says no. Chat says no, unfortunately.
Oh,
Chat hasn't even responded yet. There's a stream delay.
Oh yeah.
So,
Wow, you just made that up. You're just like, yeah, no. Yeah, they totally said no.
Oh, Ross.
this is
Oh,
all
Ross.
made up.
Prepare to get caught up in my rhythm. It's a very chaotic one. The chat is requesting that if it's Malort, they might be willing to look the other way, Ross.
It's a guarantee.
You want concrete terminology.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Chat, if Ross takes a shot of Malort when he's injured, will someone meet that very harsh self-punishment with a reward of healing an injury?
There you go. Yeah.
Oh no!
I'll do that.
Chat's into it. Chat's
All right.
feeling it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much more left. I want to use it for a good cause, which is saving my
Which is
All
saving only yourself. Yeah.
get your own Malort and drink it on air for the people.
That's what I've missed about Gen Con the most, is not being able to drink wretched Malort with all of you in person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So let's.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Also, Greg, if you're in the chat, if you could toss up the going live tweet, much appreciated. Thank you. The four of you, I almost said three because I never run for groups this large. Like I run for a 3 and a 2. Having 4 is a lot. The city of New Veridian is what most modern day Americans would describe as a wonderful city with zero problems because it is overseen by a truly benevolent trillionaires corporation known as Prognosticorp. Prognosticorp came into power in New Veridian several years ago with the advent of the release of their what's the most corporate way I can phrase this to like get the populace on their side? Something like your buddy who's always watching. Aris, the AI that observed basically any networked camera, cell phone, phone microphone, traffic cam, security cam, anything that was networked gets run through Aris. And Aris is there to make sure that crime doesn't happen, no bad thing ever happens, and that everyone is happy and accounted for at all times. And thanks to the genius, brilliant tech mogul Brad Halcyon, the people of New Veridian have been living a truly blessed life.
Their best lives.
Their best lives. Of course, the truth of something like that is utterly contrary to the corporate drivel that is fed to the populace at large. New Veridian has its set of problems. No one can pretend too hard that these problems don't exist, but most people tend to just ignore them. The four of you have been living in New Veridian for probably about as long as you have been alive. I'm going to say that in this weird alternate reality, much of the rest of the world doesn't really exist anymore, which is probably why New Veridian is such an appealing place, because it's probably one of the only places. And the city at large is awash with beautiful neon architectures. Ross, what's like a cool architecture style for like sci-fi buildings and like Outrun? Like what's like a cool that one. Yeah. And just cut that. Postmodern architecture. Don't actually cut it. It's a bit. Postmodern architecture all over the city, like sort of lined with neon runners of beautiful, vibrant colors that cast the city, even at night, in a beautiful, bright glow. Of course, that sort of glow does cast deep shadows in the places where the light can't hit. And one of those places belongs to Steel Fate, a local criminal enterprise / terrorist organization that has been proving quite difficult for the peacekeepers of New Veridian to keep in check. But that's neither here nor there, because you're just a bunch of average nobodies. Well, except for Marshall, who apparently is hella rich. Marshall, since I'm picking on you, what is the average day for Marshall look like? Like, walk me through it. Bite me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
The average day for him, at least since he came home, was getting up, preparing for whatever, prep school that he's been kind of forced to since he's back home. Still, he's not really happy about it. Which he'll, go through the motions, go visit his dad since he's there doing healthcare at home, in the mansion, because they're not going to trust any city hospital. Fuck that. And once he'll do about like half a day, and then lunch he'll sneak out with his he actually has a flugelhorn, and he'll try to go downtown. Would you laugh at me?
Flugelhorn is a funny word, and I don't apologize.
But he actually will sneak out to do some practices and for late night performances over at one of the local jazz clubs. So some of the places where he's used Paris. Particularly.
Hold on. Are you telling me that you perform live flugelhorn at a jazz club?
Yeah.
You know what is played at a jazz club?
Flugelhorn.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. This is a sci-fi future we can all imagine. Marshall.
Why? You're just slamming flugelhorn contributions?
Flugelhorns get thrown in the dumpster.
Harsh.
Marshall, I would like for you to give me a performance roll, because what's the name of this establishment that you said you were going to one more time? This jazz club that allows flugelhorn players, minor flugelhorn players.
Let's see. Chrome Miles.
Chrome Miles. Yeah, all right. I'm down with it. Chrome Miles.
Is it
I'm like the lamest musician here.
Fucking nerd!
Just because it isn't lost music, reclaim music.
So Marshall,
Thundertronics.
We are playing Savage Tokusatsu, which runs in the Savage Worlds engine.
Yes.
Which most of you, except for maybe Noah, haven't played in like 8 years, and that's okay. I'm here to walk you through the process. So the way Savage Worlds works is like 95% of your rolls gain the benefit of this thing called the Wild Die. The Wild Die is a D6. You have it on basically every roll except for damage rolls and when you choose to run. What you do is you take your trait die, which is either like a skill or an attribute. In this case, it's your performance. Okay. And you're going to roll that and the D6 together and use whichever die has the higher number.
Okay. So in this case, since I wouldn't have the performance on there too, I forgot. I didn't put that in.
You fucking volunteered to play flugelhorn at this. Okay, so Mummy paid for the club.
Okay.
To let you play.
I'm not very good.
No, but she also bribed the audience. But I need you to roll when you're untrained in a skill.
Yeah.
You still get the wild die, but you roll a D4. And from whatever the final number rolled is, you subtract 2.
Okay.
So what does he need to succeed?
Most of the time, the number is 4.
4, okay.
So a 4 minus 2 is 2, so he can't succeed.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, wait, there's exploding dice, right?
Yeah, baby. If you roll the maximum number on a die, you can roll it again until you don't get the maximum number and add the whole total up. Like, everybody can theoretically roll infinite in Savage Worlds. It's just not probable.
So for the performance, that would be would that be on a smarts or an agility? Because
So it's a D4 and a D6 minus 2.
D4, D6 minus 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I got a 6 on the D6 and a 4 on the D4.
So roll them both again. Keep a
All right.
separate running total.
Okay. So
you got 10 so far.
Yeah, and that's a 6 on there and a 3 on it, so 12. So with the minus 2, I'm a natural.
And that's with your minus 2.
That's with the minus. I got a 6 and a 6 on that D6. So.
Oh, so the 6 keeps going, my guy.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
And a 4. So there we go.
Okay. So you
12.
got.
He's
a lot.
He's on a typewriter shit right here.
So for the most part, every roll in Savage Worlds, except for like fighting rolls for the most part, are resolved against the number 4. And then for every 4 above that you get what's called a raise. And raises mean you do super good. There's no critical successes. Raises is about as close as you can get. Marshall, I don't know what a flugelhorn is. I'm just throwing baseless hate at something that I just don't know because I don't like how the word sounds. But oh my God, you shred that fucking flugelhorn performance. Just like absolutely stellar. Even though it's a big trumpet, everyone says. Okay, excellent.
It's basically big trumpet B flat scale. So that's
wonderful. I didn't hear anything. There was interference. The call cut out for a second.
I called him a nerd.
Oh, thank you.
Love you, Aaron.
Love you too.
You fucking tear the house down with a 13-minute flugelhorn solo. Like, people are blown away. This instrument that they only just learned about is vaguely like a large trumpet, are flabbergasted with how wonderful it sounds with its insert pitch sound here sound. It's like they would have applauded even if they weren't bribed. And Marshall, do you have like a valet or anything like that? Like a hired help?
A gentleman's gentleman?
A gentleman butler or some such?
There's kind of like a hired, I don't want to say goon because he's actually pretty nice, but so say a guard that I try to constantly ditch because I don't want him around. So
okay. And so as you pack up the flugelhorn in the appropriately sized case that a flugelhorn goes in, you begin to walk off of the stage as the next act comes out, which is on a glockenspiel, because this is a jazz club and those are jazz instruments, am I right? And you sort of walk backstage, and standing back there is your butler. We'll call him Atarian. That's right. I can come up with names on the fly.
That was not one of the pre-gen names. I'm impressed.
No, it's not. But it is from a previous campaign. And Atarian says, Master Marshall. Truly a rousing performance with the flugelhorn. Quite impressive. I'm sure your mother will be very proud to hear the recording.
Yeah, considering that she wants to generate it for profit in order to pay for the legal bills. Yeah.
Now, I need again, Marshall, I need you to understand. There isn't a very large profit margin in flugelhorn recordings. You know that, right?
And where did I ever say I really care about money at this point? Honestly, I was happy with trying to backpack my fucking way around around Europe, but no, it was too dangerous.
Press the button.
Master Marshall, mind your language, please. We didn't pay for diction classes and etiquette classes for you to speak like a sailor.
No, that's with the diction right now. That just means I go fucking.
Again, that's what the etiquette class is before, Master Marshall. I am going to have to tell your mother about this. Now, if you'll please, we should away to the car. We have a busy schedule ahead of us.
Away to the car.
So, fine, I'm going to do that. Although, I'm going to try to get some steps in front of him.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's just I'm hoping it's not in a limo that he's taken us in. It's like a nondescript future car.
You tell me, what is it? If you're super rich, can your car fly? So let's talk a bit about the technology of New Veridian. It is like slightly sci-fi, slightly modern. You do still see some old, like, petrol-powered vehicles driving around, but we are sort of on the cusp of commercially available, like, super tech cars, like hover cars, flying cars, submersible cars, cars that can climb up the side of a wall. Yeah, if you can afford them. But Marshall apparently comes from a wealthy to-do family. Do you have a flying car?
I would say we do, but they are currently being grounded because of the expense and also the fact that because of the current litigation with the current litigation with other companies, they don't want to seem like they're doing unnecessary spending. So we're in a normal car right now.
Got it. Thank you for the subscription, Argus the All-Seeing. Who would you like to receive a Benny? Let me know in the chat when you have a second. Noah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stacking the deck in his favor. I'm narking on Noah. He's trying to buy me off in the chat, and it's working.
Are you working the room, Noah?
Wait, are you doing? Because I had the chat over here at the same time. I didn't see you just. God damn it, man.
Kirk, thank you for the follow. If you're still in the chat, who would you like to receive a Benny? New followers get to give Bennies. Thank you very much. So Marshall, you head off in your totally lame, totally normal stretch Hummer. You said you didn't want a limo. That's fine. But Atarian insists on the armored stretch Hummer. Nothing but the best for Master Marshall. And so they drive off. Marshall, courtesy of Argus the All-Seeing, you receive an additional Benny. That brings your starting pool up to 5 because you also have the young hindrance.
That's damn. So thank you. Thank you, Argus.
All you other chumps, you have 3.
I don't know what that means, but cool.
We have a second injury redeemed.
Oh, no.
No.
Man, they coming for y'all.
Coming for my liver.
Luke. That was the saddest little coming from my liver I've ever heard in my life. I feel so bad.
You shouldn't. It's fine.
Bye, Corwin. Love you. Luke, what's a day in the life of Luke like? Bite me off a piece.
That's the worst way you could possibly ask that question. So
that's how I ask it every time.
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. So Luke wakes up in his apartment that has a mattress on the floor and a wall of old TVs across from it, like old CRT TVs with VHS constantly running old footage. That's where his live stream setup is for when he does DJ sets, on not Twitch, Mixer. Everyone loves Mixer in the future, or whatever. And then so he gets up, he checks all the internet spaces to hype his albums and his upcoming shows and that kind of thing. Then he'll either, make some food if he has some in the fridge or go out and get some. Then he'll probably...
What's your diet like, Luke? How healthy is Luke? Because a vaporwave DJ to me does not scream the pinnacle of well-being.
Oh no. It actually
mentally
varies.
Or physically?
Yeah.
Both.
He goes to like a nearby Asian grocery store to get everything, and he has a blender, and that's the only thing in the kitchen he's really comfortable using. So it's food he doesn't understand what's on it because he can't read the labels, and then he blends it. He also has a microwave, but he doesn't like the microwave.
A lot of ginger sardine smoothies.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that would be his average meal.
Luke should take some language classes. Luke should learn to read.
Oh no, his phone has Google Translate. He just is too late. It's actually more of the aesthetic. Like it inspires him. Yeah.
Yeah. Pain is suffering that generates art. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So he's pretty skinny. He doesn't eat a whole lot.
Okay.
Also, to the chat, do we get any injuries if we get Noah to vomit on screen?
No. If Noah vomits on stream, I'm going to choke him to death next time I see him.
Well, yeah, I think counting the time before we went live, I think we now have Noah and Kyle in like a death battle with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's sort of a mixture of that for the early day, and then he'll go out, he'll do some crate digging at record stores or that kind of thing, or trying to go through the electronics night market or something like that to find new equipment for cheap to use, old oscillators or signal processors or synth patches or whatever you can find.
So let's pause it right there then, because I like that, exploring like a night market to find new product. So
new gear to make new sounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You and your Jesus, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. You and your friend, one of the people who helps you book jobs, and sort of got you a stay at the Vapor Space, a local noise bar in town. You and your friend, HBO 1983 intro, are sort of browsing. This is a Ross name. He made me say it.
Where did that go?
Wait, go back. You and HBO 1983 intro are sort of browsing the night markets as sort of
to say the whole thing every time.
I have to, every time. As
that's how you actually say his name.
that's the way you pronounce it.
He has like a Game Boy Color that he's modded to play it like on the screen. You push any button and it starts playing that with the video at like 64 by 64 pixels.
I'm gonna say HBO 1983 intro.
Definitely
does have cybernetics. We'll give them some like cybernetic, like metal jaw, maybe some metal fingers, so that they can interface more easily with their modded Game Boy Color and Commodore 64.
Yeah, just some metal strips that ribbon plugs ribbon cable will hook into.
Everything is serial ports.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There's an aux port right underneath the chin, so they can just plug it in and open their mouth and then blammo, walk around. And so actually, that, you know what? Fuck it. That's how they talk. They plug it in and they type stuff out on their old Nokia flip phone.
Okay,
and
they do.
And so as you're walking around, HBO 1983 intro says to you through their voice speaker Nokia combination, so are you nervous or excited to get back to the Vapor Space?
A bit nervous. Dealing with that heckler last time was a bit stressful. It was it really interrupted my flow. It's been
yes, duck them.
Duck them. Yeah.
Duck,
no.
Duck,
I see
fuck. There it is. Fuck.
Yep. Still got that
autocorrect.
Profanity filter installed wrong. Okay.
So what are you thinking about adding to your kit for the show?
I heard about this new band. It's a really old band called Silver Apples, and they were using oscillators, oscilloscopes, and so I was trying to find some of the really old school stuff.
Real vintage good.
Yeah, something like has been in a bunker for like 50 years, and I think adding that and merging that with the aesthetic of vaporwave, so it could be nuke vaporwave, something, I don't know, something like that. Like get a little
shit. Yeah, get a load of that guy, and he sort of points with his. You know what? Let's say that the fingers are like the old Game Boy Color, like clear plastic fingers.
Yes.
So you can see the circuitry inside. Sort of goes for the point.
Oh, sure.
And
eyes like Game Boy cameras.
Oh no! The worst Bato cosplay of all time. And sort of pointing away, almost as if this person has just crawled out of like a Soviet era bunker, like wearing like a tracksuit, but it has like the epaulettes and like little like military like cord string around the shoulder. A lot of medals on the Adidas jumpsuit. Little Commodore hat. Doing a good squat on a milk crate in front of all of their offerings. And oh man, if you wanted something vintage, the scattered things on this various spread out goods definitely catches your eye.
Ooh. Well, I will wander over to this purveyor of goods and hello, stranger. What are you selling today? And
in my heart, I wished you had said that in character, but I know that you hadn't. In my heart,
I kind of was. I would have said that.
Oh
in character.
shit!
Yeah. I'm a fucking nerd. Yeah.
The Blade. You here to buy?
Yes, I am here to buy.
Blows just like a big vape cloud, just like right in your face.
Well, that's harmless. That's fine. Live the vapor, breathe the vapor.
It offers you a hit.
Sure. What flavor is it?
Let's say it's peach, navel peach fuzz. I don't know if it's a real one, but that's what it's called.
Flavored.
It tastes like aesthetic.
Crocodile flavored.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything that I could actually plug into something from the 90s, like at least that I don't know, compatible? I'm not an electronics engineer, so I can do some work to like get it to work, but these plugs look a little I didn't know they had those prongs go sideways. I don't know how that plug is.
You talk a lot. You stop talking now.
Okay.
Here is what we have. And he sort of like picks up and starts to show you some of the stuff. And you said you were looking for like oscillators?
Yeah.
Well, that's there. There's some like old like foot pedals. There's like a lot of just, I need to stress this, like miscellaneous junk that is absolutely like putrid looking. Definitely going to need refurbishment before use. But says you look, we have to buy. You buy, or you die.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That's an interesting sales pitch there.
HBO 1983 seems concerned. Sorry, 1983 intro.
100% sale rate. Employee of the month every month.
Are you a sole proprietor?
Do not ask questions you do not want answers to.
Okay.
Belong to Cinemax.
So yeah, what piece of gear looks the most promising?
Let's see. Just give me performance, because like that to me would be like the knowledge of music. I don't. Okay. We're not doing any of this goddamn 15 shifts actual skill nonsense.
So do I roll that plus my attribute?
No. So it's the attributes and the skills are totally independent except for leveling up purposes. Okay. It's just the wild die and your performance die, and then you use whichever one's higher. Okay. And you have a +1 on this roll, courtesy of Lost Carol.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to be using the dice bet we have on here. So my wild die is D6, and let's see here, +1d8, because my performance is a d8. So
yes.
Let's see. I have a 2 on my d6 and a 3 on my performance die. So that would be a 4. So that succeeds, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lost Carol, for the support. That is enough for Luke to determine the least bad option.
Nice.
And all right. You want this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 250 credits. That's like price gouging. Like that's way too much money.
Okay.
250 credit.
Okay.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I also have Streetwise, by the way.
+2
shit! Social with criminals. So
okay,
yeah.
So you know what?
Luke, this is not Luke's first time around the block.
Yeah,
pitch. Okay, first off, rude. This person's not a criminal. Second,
he did threaten me. He did threaten to murder me.
He did.
And
that's just late capitalism, Ross.
I don't think he has a license to sell on the street, so I do think he is in fact a criminal because
nah. This is anarcho-capitalist dream state. No business is run with licenses. There's no OSHA anymore.
I know.
And okay. What do you say to sort of justify being given a persuasion roll plus your streetwise? How do you counter this 250 price gouge?
Oh, sure. Look, this is a nice piece. Could you meet me halfway, at like 125?
That is price gouge. I cannot feed babushka if you take this.
No, I didn't say price. Could you work with me? Can you?
Price.
Yeah, no, it's not a
Give
price.
Give me persuasion. Give me persuasion. +2.
Yeah.
Courtesy of your streetwise edge.
All right.
Take the borscht out of my mouth.
Plus 6. Oh, one is I rolled a 6, so I'll roll.
Oh shit!
6.
It explodes.
That's 7, 9.
Oofa. So that's a hit with a raise.
Yeah.
You know what? I like you. You strike hard bargain. Tell you what. I give it to you for 70, and you also give me that Game Boy Color.
The Game Boy Color, the
points at HBO's Game Boy Color.
I mean, I go over to Game Boy or HBO 1983 intro. It's like, that was falling apart. We had to spend like 3 hours just to keep it.
No, it's totally cool. This one's about to crap out on me anyway.
Yeah.
And unplugs it and hands it over to you, and you get it for like a fraction of the price. We're not actually tracking money, so like don't sweat the details.
Yeah,
this is more just a little bit of that flavor. Mm-hmm. All right, pleasure do business with you. Go away now. Tell everyone. Now go away.
Okay. Tell everyone, go away.
I will go away and tell everyone. Yes.
Thank you,
comrade.
Thank you.
Escape from Tarkov.
And you walk away with some fancy new gear that you'll probably spend the rest of the evening refurbishing in preparation for tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to do some soldering to get this prong to like plug into anything.
Dude, it's totally brutalized.
Yes. It is.
Angelo. Angelo, what's a day in the life of Angelo look like?
Well, Angelo spends at least a good 2 hours getting ready to go out.
Jesus Christ.
He has to exfoliate.
Gotta moisturize, man.
And moisturize. Basically, if you've seen...
I've lived with my brother. I know how long it takes someone to take 2 hours to fucking get ready. I've seen the daily procedures.
Yes, it's the American Psycho like getting ready process.
The face.
Yeah, exactly. So he does all that before he gets ready to go out to like whatever job he is on that week. Since he's a stuntman, he's largely like freelance in this nightmare society that we live in.
It's a you know what, I can't even fake it. It's a nightmare. Yeah.
So he's a stuntman and a martial artist, so he just kind of goes with the work and like is needed for the most part.
Okay.
So yes, he would head out to whatever shoot he is on that day.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Angelo. I'm sorry. What shoot are you working on today?
Let's say it is.
It cannot be a tokusatsu.
Can I make a suggestion?
I was just gonna say he's doing stunt work for the latest entry in the big blockbuster franchise that is going on right now. He is just doing some grunt work on like
Blockbuster 4, the Blockbuster.
Yes. Carl Combat Mage or something like that. Like
Carl Combat Mage is the worst name, but it's definitely, you know what? Fuck it, Angelo. Let's be self-gratifying. You are working on the most recent entry into the wonderful Star Streamers franchise. You are taking on a very important role of the stunt double for Pyro Hate in the most recent movie, Dance Till You're Dead. And Jesus, they are just gonna really beat your ass today. You've kind of been dreading this shoot because you are sort of familiar with the original source material, and you know how this one ends for Pyro Hate. So today you're sort of getting ready on stage. They've put you in the power armor costume, made your head look extra tiny, and as you're sort of sitting there, the actor that you frequently stunt double for, we will name him Gibson. Gibson is sort of sitting there with you as they're resetting for basically you to take over for him. And he sort of looks over at you and goes, "So, Angelo, how did you get into this sort of line of work? You do have quite a nice face, if that's all right. Not as nice as the people that you do the stunt work for, but you could have probably been at least a C-class actor.
Well, I like to get my hands dirty there, Gibson.
While keeping his face clean and pristine.
I have the skills to back everything up, unlike some people. I mean, otherwise, if I wasn't here, you'd have to put yourself in danger, and you don't want that, now, do you?
Oh God, no! I'm far more important than a stunt double. That's why we hire you.
My A-list face would go to a B-list face.
Yeah, like this person's face, like that, like anime, like dark over the eyes when someone says something like super ominous, but the bottom half is still like in the light. You get that as like the camera is looking over your shoulder at Gibson. Super intense stare. We all know who's more important, Angelo. Anyway, good luck out there, and just begins to walk off as you get on stage.
At least he knows your
The
name.
fans?
Angelo.
Yes.
As all of the day actors come up, they begin to pick up the green screen rods. They're all wearing like the ball suits, like green screen suits with like the motion tracking balls on them, and they're all holding like farming implements that are covered in these same motion tracking balls.
Okay.
And so the director sort of leans back and goes, "All right, sound, marker, speed. I forgot the order. Action." And Angelo, I need an athletics check from you as these people just begin to savage you.
Okay.
Absolutely brutalize you. If you critically fail, you're going to suffer an injury. Crit fail.
This
So
is
wait, nope, that's a 6. Hold on.
Oh, shit. Beans.
8.
Beans. 8. So, hit with a raise. This is nothing for you, Angelo. You are like an unparalleled performer when it comes to dangerous stunts and getting your ass beat. And they do the job and you do the job, and you have to retake it maybe like 7 to 8 more times. And in the end, the director sort of goes, "Yeah, I think we got it. Scrape them off the ground and get them out of here for the reset." And but you're fine. Like, you just get up and walk away all on your own.
I kip up. I do the kip up.
Oh, we got a tough guy over here. All right. And you walk off and you finish sort of your day's work. Is there anything that you do after work?
After work would probably be, I feel like on a long shoot day, I would probably just go home and soak and do another exfoliation and beauty process.
Too much is bad for you, Angelo. There's such a thing as too much.
I'm vain, all right? That's my major
Yeah, but we
hindrance. Shut up.
live in like a cyberpunk smog city, so
I need to get to
That's
my
fair.
muscle structure.
We live in a society.
So you stare at yourself. You stare at yourself in the mirror for like 4 hours that night before
That
you
mirror
just.
is totally broken, by the way. It's seen better days.
Oh no! And so Angelo, you kind of just are a serial killer for the day. Randall,
Oh, hi.
Randall, what's going on? What's a day in the life of Randall like?
I mean, right now it's not. I mean, there's not a lot of structure between regular gigs, again, and so last night I had dinner with my mom. I was visiting her, and then after she went to bed, I went out and hung some more flyers in places that I theoretically was not supposed to be for Luke's show, because you got to rep your buds. And so this morning I woke up late. She had already left for work because my mother is a school teacher, so she has a constant haggard existence. But I pop in now and then because you gotta make sure your mom knows you're okay. And otherwise, I'm getting ready to go out, see who I can hit up for I don't know, dishwashing job or something, or just see who's around on the streets. I got not a lot going on today.
Okay. So since your day is a bit casual, let's rewind time a little bit. I really liked what you were saying there last night, doing some guerrilla marketing for Luke. I like that. I really like that, actually, Randall. The city streets of I almost called it Halcyon City. That is not the name. New Veridian. In our Sunday game, the city is called Halcyon City. One of the characters in this game is called Brad Halcyon. It's really just fucking my noodle up.
We're doing a mind game on you.
Someone made a boo-boo with the names.
I'm a professional. New Veridian, like we mentioned before, is always cast in this sort of beautiful, vibrant glow. If listeners are sort of familiar with like the Outrun aesthetic, it very much sort of has that vibe all over it. This is a city with architecture that is in no way realistic at all. But
sunsets and sunrises are 50% redder and last 3 times as long.
Fucking pyramids all over the bitch. Yeah.
Almost
eternal. Fire.
But Randall, as someone who's sort of what's the word? Someone who is in the rhythm of the city at night. Someone who's sort of aware of the ebb and flow. You definitely know that the propaganda about Aris is not true. She is not all-seeing and all-knowing. There are blind spots. I mean, that's how Steel Fate manages to operate. That's how Visored Fighter Prophet disappears after his altercations with Steel Fate. But you are one of the people who sort of know the ways to do these things, and also what you can get away with while Aris is watching. Could I get a stealth check as you sort of break into an area that you're just not supposed to be in?
Cool. Doing this analog dice style, Ross.
I respect
dice
that.
roller.
Fancy cyborg Ross.
Ooh, I got a 6.
At least everyone can see my dice rolls, Kyle.
At least I trust everyone.
Holy shit! I got another 6.
Your weakness.
That will be your downfall. You got a 6 again?
Yep, that is a
God
10
damn.
total.
Keep going.
Well, it's an 11 total because you have a bonus from the chat, courtesy of Eris Shrugged. And also, the Lost Carol has redeemed a chip for Angelo. You get a Benny. That will be the last of the foot coin chips for the night, okay, everybody? Everyone's gotten one. No more foot coin chips will be redeemable tonight. Randall, you are just like yes, chat has said between the raindrops, something I've heard quite a bit on RPPR that wormed its way into my lexicon.
That is what we do.
You walk between the raindrops as you begin to
more of a slouching delinquent style, but all right.
You crawl on all fours between the raindrops and begin to like plaster some walls with these old analog posters. Randall, this is kind of a long shot, but do you have the hacking skill?
Unfortunately I do not.
That's okay.
I have a repair skill.
You know what? Okay. Because I like the idea. You come across a digital billboard, like a sidewalk bound digital billboard that is in disrepair and is slated to be reactivated once it's repaired in like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. That said, it's just, you have full access to it if you choose to take your tools out, and you can put whatever ad you want on there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
glitch repair
the hell out of this thing.
Yeah, give me a repair.
That would be 5.
Okay. And sure enough, you do manage to get it all back up and running, and it sort of flickers to light with that cold LED light of digital screens. Luke, what do your digital advertisements look like?
It looks like it's still broken.
It looks like a VCR menu screen, but it says come to Vapor Space. VHS
Hold on.
aesthetic.
Let me plug in this zip disk so that I can upload Luke's.
exactly.
Did you just have a goddamn zip disk next to you?
Of
I
course
am
he
an
does.
infinite. I have an infinite fountain of props. All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Don't test me. Would you
And then
rather
it'll,
I pull out this Sony Talkman or Watchman so that we can get a TV signal in here?
You got a yak back? Anyway, Luke, what does it look like?
Okay, so it starts out as a VCR menu, but the text starts reading "Come to Vaporspace at 9:00 to see VHS aesthetic," and then it cuts to like an AOL video tutorial on how to that was shipped on a CD on how to use AOL. So there's like dial-up modem sounds.
Mom's on the net.
Yeah, exactly. Mom's on the net. And but it's been edited to have my album cover on the woman's face, and just listen to VHS Aesthetics first album for free and then it just cuts to a massive QR code kind of thing.
You know what? I really like that. I like that a lot. And so, Randall, you have done all of your guerrilla marketing for the evening. You said that the next day you sort of just keep it on the DL, right? Like you just sort of chilling.
Yeah. I probably go for a little walk around, see if I can find any basically scout out for more places to tag or post posters or do whatever once night falls again. But otherwise, probably wandering around or possibly going to bother my dad and his husband. But otherwise,
give me a
real.
notice. Give me a notice check. I know you've gotten more roles than everybody else, but
that's fine. I deserve them.
You're looking for trouble, and I respect.
Not looking for trouble. It just knows.
Trouble found you.
Oh no! I'm not paying much attention. I probably didn't sleep well because I got 2, and that is it.
I mean, so the thing with bennies is, if you choose to, you can spend 1 to just get a full reroll. The only time you can't spend a Benny is if you critically fail, which is if both of the dice are 1s. Like if you get snake eyes, you're shit out of luck. Okay. But you don't have to. I adhere to the gumshoe method. Every clue that's mandatory is mandatory. You don't have to roll for them. So this was just a little something. If you choose to reroll, that's totally fine. But for the most part, as you're just sort of walking through the street, you're just too drained.
Yeah,
I was out of it.
I was up late. I have not found a place to scam breakfast from, and so I'm just sort of zoned out a little.
Okay. And that brings yesterday to kind of an end. Luke spent some time getting new gear. Angelo got beat up by a bunch of people in morph suits. Marshall tore down a jazz club, and Randall was sleepy.
Man, I gotta call Luke later. I heard this wild story about a flugelhorn fucking closing a place out last night.
We gotta find that talent. And all of you, we established before the stream sort of began that all of you already know each other because it's just easier, and I don't want to do any heavy lifting.
I mean, I would have been at Little Brother's show last night, but he had his bodyguard there, and I don't think that guy likes me, and he definitely knows that I'm wanted for a few petty crimes.
Atarian does not like you. Atarian actually does not like any of you because Angelo, he thinks you're a psychopath. Randall, you're a criminal, and Luke, you're just some sort of weird creep.
Wow. Just because I make albums based on VHS tapes I find at Goodwill. And,
but you always have a little bit of that old plastic smell to you. Just
and that's a unique musk, and the dude does not get it.
You're disassembling. You're disassembling old
Angelo's fucking Axe body spray.
Do you really think Angelo would taint his temple?
He would never.
Oh no, it's 100% on brand for him.
No,
Angelo.
No. It's some sort of hoity-toity, has a polo shirt logo.
It's cyber
collars all the way down.
Cologne. That's how you're
Calvin Klein Mall cologne. Sorry, it's so much better.
Neon obsession.
That's the name of it. 110% Neon Obsession. Marshall, Aaron, give yourself a Benny. That was funny as hell. Give yourself a Benny.
Oh yeah, it was a special tie-in with the movie Drive 2. Ryan Gosling's back. Yeah, he's driving even harder.
Speaking of Marshall, in your palatial estate, nestled in one of the many, many, many chromatic high-rises of the bougie part of town, you sort of have plans to meet up with everyone before Luke's set tonight. But you know that Atarian does not like any of your friends. And so, as you sort of begin to creep down to get out a little early, you sort of spot Atarian reading in the study, off the clock, but you know that Atarian never truly rests, but appears to be reading some sort of like weekly digest or something like that.
I was going to go with Machiavelli in original Italian.
I was going to say the Wired Street.
It's good housekeeping. It's good housekeeping.
It's got Wired Street Journal.
You know what? It's a tablet, and he's reading a bunch of Zongas.
I was going to say Sky Mall Annual.
Okay. So I guess I'm just trying to get by him without him noticing too, which I'll just do kind of. Actually, I'll part of the distraction too is that I will, walk loudly for a little bit and then immediately skate my whatever house slippers. I'm sure, giving my parents, they don't want anybody wearing shoes in the house because they're them. So actually, no, I know how to do this. So I have some of those really lame shoes back in the early 2000s that had the roller skates and the heel.
Thank God, because when you said I'm about to skate my shoes, I was like, "This motherfucker have Heelys?"
Yeah,
and you do have Heelys. Yeah. All right.
So clomp, 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 and then Heely off to the side, and hopefully he doesn't hear. So I'm gonna try a stealth roll to get by him.
Fuck. All right. A stealth roll with Heelys on
these
fucking
are future Heelys. They're
on tile.
They're made with stealth materials.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna stealth soap shoe my way down the banister.
Yeah,
noise
I showed him how to
dampening
silence
Heely.
wheels.
All right.
Can someone in the Discord please post stealth Heelys in the brainstorming room for me, just so I can add those to Star Streamers? Thank you.
Oh no! What has I've done?
It's too late. Can't take it back.
You can't take it back.
No going back.
No, I'm fine. So that's an agility roll, correct? So
no, it's stealth. It's stealth.
So, sorry,
you automatically have stealth. Yeah.
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 Oh no. Yeah.
Unless I specifically ask for an attribute, you will never have to roll an attribute.
Okay, and just make sure I had that correct. I'm rolling that stealth dice against the
and a wild die,
the wild dice d6. Okay, got it. So,
yep, it's okay. We're all learning except for
all
me.
right. Got a 4 on my wild dice. So,
okay.
That's the highest,
so I'm going to say that's opposed by Atarian.
Fair enough. So yeah.
God damn Atarian.
We've been playing this ballet for a while. So.
Okay. Yeah, you totally successfully stealth away. 110% you stealth away successfully. You stealth Heely your way into the elevator, and it doesn't make a sound as a giant truck that drove by as it begins to.
Hey, that covered his sound really well.
Yeah,
It's perfect. That's the sound of it. Perfect timing. Foley work on
truck.
Point. Street noise, check it. Oh shit, the bingo board, I forgot. And Marshall, you reach ding as the doors slide open at the ground floor, and you sort of head to the meetup. Everybody, where is the meetup that you would all get to before Luke has to head to Vaporspace? What's the venue? It doesn't even have to be a name. Like, what is the aesthetic? Is it a restaurant, a coffee shop, just like a street corner? Like, what are we talking about here?
I'd say probably just like a street corner, like a bodega. Like,
okay, yeah. So there's a bodega. It's like one of those like deli cafe bodegas. So like little bit of light fare. Yeah, exactly. There's a tapas place across the street, and you all sort of gather together. You get sort of the table that a lot of you do, because it's sort of tradition before Luke goes on, I'm going to say, to just sort of have a bite all together.
Mhm.
And I don't think we fully described what each of you look like. So would it be all right if we went around the table and sort of described physically what your characters look like, as well as kind of a bit about their fashion?
Okay. I am 100% living the brand. I have a Solo Jazz hoodie. I have
No fair giving stuff you have in real life.
yeah, I know. I have well, it's like a maybe if it's a future hoodie with like a programmable thing, so I could change the pattern. Maybe I don't know if that's too advanced.
I love that.
Okay, all right.
Super duper love that.
Also jorts. I gotta have that, keep with that 90s fashions. And let's see here. Yeah, so that would be the basic thing. So like I also have my VHS face mask that I wear during shows, which is like a horizontal VHS tape that I molded to fit my face, because that's, it's all about the performance,
Yeah. You have to have a character, a persona.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't just be standing up, touching, plugging in instruments and shit like that.
Yeah.
You have to put on an act for the people, for the live show.
Make it a whole experience.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Randall? What do you look like?
Randall wears a fairly simple outfit, like jeans and it would be a plain T-shirt if it wasn't for the fact that it has a stylized R on it, as inspired by Kamen Rider Stronger, who has a big old S on his shirt all the time. So Randall has a big old R on his shirt.
I don't know her.
And it's fine, don't have to. And generally just like, shirt, T-shirt, jeans, and like a bomber jacket that he sort of fluffs. He's got a sort of scruffy hair, is usually clean shaven, or at least like within a couple of days of shaving, because he doesn't want to look too much like a hobo and disappoint his mother.
I love it. All right.
But, yeah.
Awesome. Angelo, what about you?
So Angelo looks like Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Just there.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. He looks like Virgil.
He is aesthetic as fuck.
But
Okay.
so he wears sort of like a suit with like an overcoat, but it's like a season or two out of fashion, just because he doesn't make that much money.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for him to like keep up with like the latest styles and everything.
I will refer to Angelo only as Visual K.
Yeah. But yes, he's got like, the kind of semi-long like white hair that he keeps all swept back, and the sort of like navy blue blackish kind of outfits. But yes,
Okay.
that is very much his style.
Love it. And finally, Lil Marshall.
Marshall is kind of a lanky teenager, so just about those proportions. Main thing that he short, kind of messy brown hair, and also his Eris glasses. But what he usually ends up wearing out, because most of the time he's in prep school crap that he doesn't want to wear. But he does have one suit that he likes, which is basically it's more like a tracksuit, but that it has the EL lines like a Tron suit going down it to glow and beat to different color. But it also functions as a secondary because he tries to put it into the flashing lights to help disrupt Eris recognition signals when like people are probably like, hey, there's a celebrity going that way. There's somebody notable going that way. So.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of technology like that.
Jamming the signal, I love it.
The face masks that you saw like last year that would block facial recognition. There's a lot of technology.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
bunch of IR stuff.
So so the suit looks like it's supposed to be more aesthetic and trendy, but it's actually sending out. It's meant to basically hide him, because also that means that his family isn't tracking him or figuring out where the hell he is. So
I love it. And so all of you have sort of gathered. You've gotten your usuals. The sort of waiter comes by and they sort of say, "Oh, and for you, and black coffee for you. Just let me know if you need anything else before sort of heading off, and I'll just sort of turn it over to y'all."
Oh, DJ, here's your zip disk back.
Oh yeah, thanks. We got like over 100 retweets, whatever we call them in this, whatever.
Yeah, no, I was I was
Fake
lucky
Twitter.
as hell. That was still hooked up to the power grid, and it was still logged.
No, we should have a really packed crowd tonight.
Good night.
Yeah. I got my merch table set up. 1983 HBO intro.
That's who my character is. HBO is here. Yes.
Yeah. HBO 1983 intro is going to be running the merch table, but
Hey.
my new album is going to this is the last show I'm going to be doing before I drop my new album.
I can't wait.
Nice.
Randall family moments 1999 that's because, as you know, that's how I name every single one of my albums, whatever Goodwill VHS tape I find, and then I re-edit that based on the commercials, the TV, and then of course the taped over family moments are used as samples.
Of course.
Wait.
As one does.
Why you're explaining it. Again.
Aren't you working on the Infinite Jerry's album?
Well, that's a collab album, and I've done my
that's
part.
an
I turned it
homage.
in. Yeah, no, it's a collab album with all the Vapor artists that use Vaporspace.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to ask the IT team about that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know. They're having some sort of a squabble about the bills for the storage space for all the tapes. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. Like this one has a wedding where someone goes into anaphylactic shock because they ate shrimp, and then it cuts to Big Mac, those late night Big Mac commercials, and there's such a beautiful segue as they're like, "Someone call it," and Big Mac tonight. Like, it's just like I didn't have to edit it all for that one.
And in this universe, Mac Tonight was never co-opted as a white supremacist signal. So
no.
What?
Is
that? I never knew that. Is that a real thing?
That's sadly true.
Let's not sideline, but yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I learned something new today. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
I know too many terrible things.
Anyway,
and the music video practically creates itself. I just have to use that footage and blur out their
Marshall,
faces.
how'd your show go?
It was all right. So I think I actually got them to like it. So because I felt like I was performing like the best that I'd done, but it's the fact that
be the best flugelhornist that you can be. Okay, I'm sure
it is.
No, I'll be happy to collaborate with you if you want to do Vapor Flugel.
See,
Flugelwave.
See,
I mean, last time we talked, you were all like, "Oh no, I'm going to be a classical jazz because I want to get into that conservatory." What's the change of pace?
The fact that I kind of came home, and also that my dad and I don't get along that much, and I realize it. But the fact that after the stroke, he, I want to get along, and he just really was against the idea of, I think it was just me being that far away and doing something that's, I guess, for public consumption.
Family, you'll figure it out.
I know, but at least your stuff that I can do this where everybody can hear it and we're all collaborating and it's fun. So no, if I'm sorry I had such a stick up my ass about it before. I'm really sorry.
No, like we would have been there if your bouncer man hadn't been there. You know that.
Oh God. So.
Oh God, is he fucking here tonight?
No. I literally got past him. I did.
Did you silence the Heelys?
Yeah. No, I actually found some carbon fiber wheels that actually go over tile.
I knew that would work.
Well, you just got the idea for me. I showed you that, so we use stealth bomber materials to silence our Heelys. Yeah.
No, that tutorial, that looks real solid.
Yeah. It was pretty sleek.
Like, Angelo, what was today like? Have you decked that guy yet? Sounds like he still deserves it.
It was another day, and we'll just leave it at that.
I mean, I don't see that many bruises on you.
No,
you're looking sharp as hell, man.
Yeah. That part was surprisingly easy. Of course, I mean, not to.
Well, of course, they're not springing for high quality stunt dudes aside from you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the one that they always try and get for Gibson's stunt roles. The jackass.
Yeah, because they're all trying to take their aggression on him out on you.
Yeah, I think I've sort of become the punching bag for.
They all know you're the only one there who's worth more than what they pay.
Well, I hope you're saving up from this job because, like, the only way you're going to get ahead is if you take some time off and like create your own demo, like do something that'll get you noticed, like a short film, like some actual acting, not just like getting punched in the face.
I've been working on. I've got a nice little savings going. I need to get the equipment for it. I've got.
Look, I know a few places we could hustle up some gear. Like, you know,
if you need an empty space, you know, my parents have buildings all over the damn.
Well, I mean, the equipment's nice, but do you have a script first? Like, I mean, that's the important thing.
Well, no, I'm not a writer.
Sorry to cut the conversation short, but Luke, we should probably get going for sound check.
Yeah, man, guys, I got this oscilloscope. I think it was used in a nuclear sub. It's gonna be great. Like, it makes some weird sounds. I think they're illegal. Like,
awesome. Make sure you rewind your map.
I think it's actually part of a sonar system. Anyways, we may be breaking some laws.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bye.
Yeah.
Don't forget to rewind your mask before you get on stage.
And so Luke and HBO 1993 intro head off to vapor space. The three of you sort of linger for a bit. Not really set to go on for like another hour or two, so you maybe hit up some shops, do some browsing, things like that. Luke, sound check goes pretty well as per usual. And as the eternal sun begins its 3-hour sunset period, all of you gather outside of vapor space, which is this very, very large, wholly like LED screen paneled building. And it's a lot of screens that have sort of been put together on the sort of exterior facade of the building that have seamlessly been integrated to replicate the Windows 98 desktop screen that wraps around the entire building. And occasionally, just occasionally, you will spot a little bit of VHS magnetic flicker across it.
Yeah, degauss that building.
Tracking.
And
you know, the great thing about this aesthetic is that if the screen breaks, no one will know the difference.
No, it works wonderfully.
Blue screen pops up, and there's like a pretty good chance that's part of the show.
The three of you sort of get to the door. The bouncer knows all three of you, so sort of just waves you in. No muss, no fuss. The inside of vapor space is, well, let's just say that it's very fluffy in there because it lives up to the name. It is a space, and there is a lot of vaping that goes on inside. Very dark, very damp, and a lot of the lighting equipment has to be like turned off. Otherwise, it would be so blinding off of all of the water vapor from all of those fluffy rips.
But they don't have to pay for a smoke machine.
No, they absolutely do not, which is one of the wonderful parts. Like, you know how in some like music, the light, like a lighter or a cell phone, and they'll wave that. This is that, except the audience is encouraged to just make a big fluffy cloud above them. Group participation
every night because it just gets so sticky.
It probably smells like the worst bad Bath and Body Works you've ever been in.
It's awful. Also, Angelo, they do not wipe this place down. I need you to know that. I need you to know in your heart that they do not do that.
Your face feels going to sting tonight, friend.
It's 5 years of stickiness built up as you sort of sidle over. There's a
Angelo, I got some hand wipes if you need.
Thank you.
There's some L-shaped like bars. The bottles are sort of on runners that have those like LED strip lights in them. A lot of sharp aesthetics, large marble columns, sort of stem to stern, running across the building.
Ross's language.
Yeah, and sort of in the middle of the venue, let's say there is a water fountain that has been retrofitted to pump out what is basically the equivalent of like moonshine for Loco. Like it's free for dipping as long as you you get like the wristband. Everybody goes into it despite all of the health hazards.
Wristbands look like fake palm trees.
Oh,
yes. And so behind the stage, sort of in the green room, getting to get ready, Luke, and yes, it is quite a green room. A lot of literal astroturf instead of carpeting. Big vanity mirrors. The wristbands are slap bracelets, but they are magnetically locked. Yes, that is correct, Lost Carol. And so yeah, you have done your sound check. You're sort of getting ready to go. Do you get the jitters before your shows?
If not at this place, it's comfortable and familiar to me, so I'm fine. I'm pretty excited actually because I get to try out this oscilloscope, which I'm pretty sure using it constitutes some sort of violation of international law,
of some sort of long abandoned
audio
war crime code.
Frequencies like this are illegal.
So you do not know about the FCC and their new wicked ways.
So your very chill and HBO 1983 intro sort of says to you, "Hey Luke, do you want any liquid Molly?"
What? Not before a show. Like, I need to be focused,
big baby.
Look, the oscilloscope. It might catch on fire. It might start like, we don't know. We haven't. I'm really going to put it to the test. It might. I'm concerned it might ignite.
Think about the colors. Think about how bright that flame gets.
Yeah. Look, it's already going to be hot in there. I'm not going to have enough water to like. I'm going to be very dehydrated if I take.
We can get an IV, but fine, you big baby.
Just wait. Just save it for after the show when I'm done. My set's only an hour.
Not everyone has a built-in IV port HBO 1983 intro.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Shakes his head no and just like takes out like a little file of it and just shoots it back.
Jesus.
Good luck.
Fair. You literally have a dialysis machine made out of a Neo Geo hooked up to you.
I want to enjoy the Molly. I don't want to like be stressed out.
I want to savor the Molly.
Yeah, I want to savor the Molly. Yeah. I'm a connoisseur.
Stress Molly is one of the best ways.
It's literally not.
Look, you named this motherfucker HBO 1983 intro. I need to make a psychopath. I need to make a real fucking weirdo.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm the only one who's friends with HBO 1983 intro for a reason.
Hey, I'm friends with everyone, damn it.
And
well, they just HBO 1983 intro has burned a lot of bridges in the vapor community.
Oh yeah,
no, I get that.
Yeah.
It's less of a vapor community and more of a smoke community for HBO 1983 intro.
Sparks.
And so, oh no. We have a considerable donation from the Lost Carol. Lost Carol, what are you redeeming? As we continue, Luke, you begin to his name is HBO 1983 intro, Sophia.
Look, you're lucky
think? You have to tell me I don't have the menu. Luke, you sort of begin to head out, prep your show. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Welcome to the game, everybody. Shit's about to pop off. I have to explain this one to you.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, no one knows what this one is. This old chestnut. The chat has redeemed a fan favorite donation, the No Cuss Club. No Cuss Club basically means the first person to curse takes an immediate wound. Like, you can only take 3 of them. No Cuss Club happens, something bad happens, and you are punished. And then a 15-minute timer begins, and anyone who cusses during those 15 minutes suffers a wound. So, strap in.
It's gonna be a short game. Does this stack with the if you take an injury, you take another injury?
It does not. No, it does not. That one only stacks if you're damaged, like by damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, this is gonna be. I've really only had the potty mouth this time around, so I might be in trouble.
Oh, I always fall for it. Lauren never does. And
what happens if you're the one who breaks it?
If a main villain is in the scene, they take damage, and otherwise some random bystander gets brutalized.
Sophia, that's kind of dirty bull trying to put the word in so you would read it out in chat.
Yeah, that's a classic. I love
I
this
told
one.
you these were illegal sounds. I told you.
So actually, before the show begins, a voice comes over the intercom.
Welcome to Vaporspace, everybody. Your wristbands have been attached to ensure access to all of our wonderful features here. However, tonight's show is an all-ages show. Any profanity will be punishable with a high-voltage electric shock. Please enjoy the wonderful music of... I forgot what your stage name is, Ross. What's your stage name?
VHS aesthetic. VH aesthetic.
And so the loudspeaker crackles back to life.
Thank you. VHS aesthetic. Why didn't you tell me the name of it?
And then it cuts back out.
Bravo.
Chat likes the modulator.
That was great.
Excellent.
And so you get on stage, Luke, VHS aesthetic, and I need you to play your freaking heart out. Go ahead, give me performance.
Thank you all for coming to my show tonight. We're going to be sampling some things from my upcoming album, the Randall Family Home Videos Volume 4. This is a VHS tape that I found at a Goodwill store, and I have sampled it extensively with other tapes. So there's going to be a mix of TV commercials, shows, and a wedding where someone gets into anaphylactic shock. Don't worry, they make it. We see them in the hospital later on. But you'll just get it's a happy album.
Play the music.
The dark ambient happy album.
I do want to warn you all. I'm using an oscilloscope. I'm not sure if its origins. If it
Show
makes.
on the road.
It's part of the warm up. It's part of
Bring
the
out Grandpa Teethwater.
Grandpa Teethwater's not performing tonight. Grandpa Teethwater's in jail, and you know what he did. All right, so I got a 6 on my
Performance?
Yeah, 12. No, I rolled another 6, so that is rolling another 6. If you want
God.
that is 6.
This is about to be an experience.
Yeah, this is it's a 23. I rolled 3 6s in a row, then a 5.
Holy!
Oh my God.
Yeah, so this is some mind-blowing vaporwave. These are not illegal. These are transcendent sounds from the oscilloscope.
Yeah.
There's some
Okay,
steel
you know what?
drums. I didn't know this was going to have steel drums in it, but they're just there now.
It's like my mind is being erased by a powerful magnet and replaced with pure aesthetic.
Yeah,
Aaron, can you give me that wall one more time? Can you give me that one more time?
Oh God! Call the doctor! He ate shrimp! You call the doctor!
Wow. And so it jumps in between that and
the Big Mac tonight. I want a Big Mac tonight.
I don't even know what that character is, and now I know that he's a white supremacist.
No, it's
Look out for it.
We'll explain it later. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research. Gotta stay up to date on my dog whistles and crypto fashion bullshit, so I know what to fucking avoid. Oh no!
The original use of that was normal. Yeah.
Oh no!
I cussed. Start the timer. Mitch, start the timer.
The announcer guy.
And so, Luke, during your performance, you see like sort of backstage HBO 1983 intro, just like really just kind of shaking ever so slightly, and then goes to sort of turn around, but doesn't realize that there is like a bust, a marble bust that sort of gets wheeled onto the stage between sets, and he sort of just smacks into it and has a little bit of blood from his nose and goes, "I'm okay. I'm all right."
I mouth the words, "Drink some water," to him. "You're on Molly. You're dehydrating. Please drink some water."
Opens like the neck of the statue and pulls out like a hidden bottle of Henny and
No.
I go and try to like put the bottle down and try and hand it.
Okay. All right, pause. Angelo, you are in the crowd.
Yeah.
So Angelo, you climb up onto the stage, and
I've been here before. We've seen what happens.
and so Angelo and HBO 1983 intro sort of get back into the backstage as Luke's performance begins to get weirder and weirder. Angelo, give me an athletics check to try and get this bottle of Henny out of HBO 1983 intro's hand.
I got a 5.
Okay, I'm opposing it. HBO
no.
is not a wild card, so I don't get the wild die. I got a 1, so you just snatch the bottle out of his hand. And he goes, okay. All right. Cool, dude.
Not
Narc. What are you, a cop? And meanwhile, Marshall, Randall, what are you two up to as Luke continues the set? And Luke, that it is getting kind of hot. Like, it's usually hot, but it's not this hot on stage. So just be advised.
I'm just eyeing the oscilloscope like, oh God, please don't explode. Please don't explode.
Marshall, Randall, what are you two up to?
I mean, I'm just taking in the show, man. I'm here to support my bros.
You're vibing.
I've taken one of the other vapes. Specifically, I'm trying to think what would the aesthetic flavor be of the night. So,
Arizona tea.
Somebody else's
Arizona tea.
No. 99-cent Arizona tea can.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
86 Betamax. That's what I'm on. 86
That's very
Betamax.
good.
I don't know what that tastes like.
That's the homebrew.
Yeah.
That's the they have a jewel bar here. You can just like open jewel bar. Randall, since you're trying to like hype the crowd, can you hit me with like a persuasion just to like see if you can get that sort of energy going?
I absolutely.
And Marshall, you're just a 16-year-old vaping. We've all seen teenagers. We know what it looks like.
You are.
I'm about as useful in this situation as.
If they made after-school specials anymore, you would be pulled right out of one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Ninja Turtles are about to take me out into the sewer and tell me I don't do drug use.
Oh yeah, there's a Dare commercial intermixed in there. Just saying.
Just say no to drugs, kids.
All right, I rolled a 6.
Wow. You rolled a 6?
6 and a 5, 11.
You don't add them together. You just take whichever one's higher.
No, I mean I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
One of my dice rolled a 6, and I rolled that 6 again.
Then yes, you did it
which rolled a
correctly,
5,
and I apologize.
4 and
Oh my good golly gosh, the crowd is going bucket wild for this one.
You know what I'm doing? I'm standing up in like the little area in front of the stage, and I'm like directing people when to blow out their vape clouds in time.
And like the direction, so instead of doing the wave, they do the wave, but it's like a rolling cloud of vape. Luke is really feeling it. As you're moving your hand around, Luke, you do accidentally touch it, and it burns so bad. Give me a little bit of that. Yeah, Luke, give yourself a Benny for that good physical comedy. Marshall, can you give me a notice check?
What will Marshall roll?
All right. Notice. Let's see.
I don't.
A jewel
know.
bar sounds like my personal heck. I agree, Gontes.
Yeah, it's not.
I expected this game to go, but it's
Is the chat still trying to trick you?
I mean, Ross immediately grounded this in alternate Earth. I was just going to go out of place, out of time, but then Ross was like, no, his name's HBO 1983 intro. And I was like, all right, sure.
I feel like that's a Toku genre staple, and that we're in normal Earth, but not really.
It's actually 2020, but every other city is just normal Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this one right here.
I love that.
I only got a 3 on there, but I would like to spend a Benny to re-roll that.
Okay, that is wise. Please re-roll.
Yeah.
It's like
if you
from RoboCop.
If you have the Edge Elan, you gain a +2 on re-rolls with a Benny. If you don't have the Edge Elan, then I'm just confusing you.
Yep, no,
Elon.
I didn't get that one, so I just
E-L-A-N, Elan.
Yep.
Not the bad kind of Elon.
Hey,
No.
Steph, you
I'm
missed
just
a
going to
lot,
say.
girl.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Christine. Dang, everybody's in chat today.
All right, that did better. That's a 5.
Okay, so with a 5, even with the -1 from just like the din of being in a very loud vaporwave bar. Oh my, is it really only 6 minutes? I have 9 minutes to go. You, as you're sort of just feeling it, you're at the corner vape bar, all you can vape buffet. That's what it says in neon above it. And you hear something from outside. Like you're in like an alley facing wall, and sort of through the wall, over the sound of like,
He's not breathing anymore. Well,
you hear
that.
like the staccato of like pulse rifle firing, like only you hear that because everyone else is vibing.
Yeah.
Drink up. Come on, you gotta stay
I'm
hydrated.
just am I next to? I'm sorry, Pat. What's your character's name? What's your name again?
No, Randall is up near the
Randall, that's
stage.
what I thought.
I am right
is
in
he?
front of the stage.
Yeah, you are so isolated right now, Marshall.
So
You're all alone. Do you start to panic? I hate this group. I hate you butt heads. I can't curse, but I hate you all. Someone give Minnie a TLDR. Also, hey Leo, what's up?
Got to bring my Casio into it. So yeah.
I hate you so much. Yeah, Marshall, you are isolated. But that's when, as you're sort of beginning to panic, you feel a gentle tap on your shoulder.
oh. So, yeah. Well,
Master Marshall, are you all right? Your butler, Atarian, is next to you. You seem to be panicking and underage vaping.
Tyrion, what are you
It builds
doing
character.
here?
Well, you heeled out of the estate, and when you thought that you were silent, I obviously heard you because they're heelys on marble tiling.
No, my question is right now: who let you in here?
I mean, it's an open venue.
That's like I assumed right now the lane.
bouncer. It's an all ages show.
Yeah, but it's not an all lame show.
Ooh, burn!
Oh,
Snap.
burn! You burned me. Good thing you didn't curse, because you would have been tased. It would have been pretty bad, actually. So, shall we get you home then, Master Marshall?
When I'm good and ready.
Oh, the wall explodes from the corner. I need
oscilloscope.
I need
telescope.
Angelo, Marshall, Randall, Luke. I need all four of you chuckle farts to give me a spirit roll. That does get your wild die.
Okay.
Ooh, I have a D10 in spirit.
Oh no!
Oh, dang!
I do
I have a
not.
D8.
Oh
This
no!
might be problematic.
Uh-oh.
I got a 9.
I am.
You're fine. You're stone cold. You're still in the set.
I got a 6.
Okay, you're fine.
The oscilloscope made it.
And
It's
can we use
fine.
our bennies to re-roll this too?
Absolutely,
Unplug
you can,
it.
yeah.
That's not
Yeah, I'm
supposed
gonna
to happen.
spend a penny.
Spend them.
Yeah,
Spend them, lads.
that seems like that's going to be a problem avoiding.
Randall is running to the electrical outlets to unplug the oscilloscope because he assumes that's what has happened.
10.
10, pass with a raise. You are, like, you're still trying to sober up HBO 1983 intro, a name I will never get used to saying. And you managed to keep your composure. Marshall, how'd you do?
5.
5. Okay. You managed to not immediately panic. Whoever rolls the next roll, you have a -1 on that roll, courtesy of Stephanie Sadgirl. The next roll is at a -1. You have to redeem it. So, through the gigantic hole in the wall that has just arrived, holes don't arrive. That has just fallen out. I don't know words.
The person who arrived in the
wall.
The person who arrived in the hole. Thank you. The hole is a smoking crater as the smoke sort of intermingles with the dust and debris and the vape smoke and forms this sort of grotesque mixture that smells vaguely like burnt plastic and fruit gummy. And
That scans.
All four of you, as well as all of the sort of concert venue participants, see something that you've only seen on the television so far, on your tablets, on the internet, whatever you might be browsing with. A golden drone. And then another, and then another, and then another, and another, and another. Begin to flood into the venue, into vapor space. All four of you immediately recognize that these are the Morai drones that work for Steel Fate, the massive criminal enterprise that is responsible for dozens of attacks on the innocent, hapless citizens of New Veridian.
Question: how
Yes.
big is a drone?
A Morai drone is not particularly large. They're definitely larger than like what we would think of as like a consumer grade drone.
Okay.
But they're not like military grade sized. I would say
they're
that
like a quadcopter kind of thing.
Maybe a large dog.
a large dog is actually the exact thing that I was going to say. They are, I have it right here actually. Yeah, they are quite small, about dog sized in terms of volume rather than spatial distribution. But their lustrous, like sort of golden frames aren't the most horrifying thing about them. The cameras that are sort of embedded into the drones to give it all around vision, each of them is covered by a mask also cast in this gilded material that has a twisted laugh running across its face. So through the mouth, you can see the camera lens reflecting your terrified face back at you. And as soon as they enter, it's chaos. Everywhere, screaming, they begin to ram into people. Very quickly, the two people who succeeded with raises, you spot that from sort of the bottoms of them emerge these two golden scissor-like blades, and they begin to snip into people. But rather than bisecting them, the people just collapse. And one of the camera lenses in the drone, boom, begins to glow with this ominous light. What the fudge do all of you do? Because chat just told me there's still 2 more minutes. Has it really only been 15 minutes?
I'm gonna start running toward the hole and yelling at people like, "Get out through the stage!" Like direct, and I'm pulling off my jacket to attempt to use as a bullfighter cape, sort of.
So you're going to draw attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Give me. Do you have intimidation?
I have. What do I have? Yes, I do.
Give me intimidation. Angelo, Marshall, or Luke, whichever one of you. What are you doing?
I would like to grab like a mic stand or something, some sort of
Okay.
like, stick thing, improvised weapon,
Okay.
and then like charge out onto the stage and taunt the drones.
Give me taunt. 2 big dang heroes, Marshall or Luke. I believe Aaron was about to say something. What do you have?
I would actually like to try to do a electronics roll, or I guess electronics repair for my suit. I want to try to extend the blocker because I see that these are drones of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do, but I'm hoping that maybe I could use the suit maybe to overload their sensors along a wide range and block it and give a lane of a blind spot for other people to escape with. So
Okay, so you want to be really bright and time's up and fuck with their optics. Okay.
Yeah, but I swore before time was up.
Did you swear?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
Okay, Randall, leave it to me. I'ma get you. Take the wound now, but I'm gonna deal the wound to you very soon.
I don't know how the wound stuff works in this.
Okay, so very quickly to talk about wounds, you can take 3 wounds, and any wounds after that, you're incapacitated. For every wound you suffer, you suffer a cumulative -1 penalty
Nah, I'm fine.
on. Oh, right. You have.
I have a couple of things.
The ones that negate wounds.
Yeah, nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel. Excellent. Yeah. Y'all keep moving out of frame in the cameras.
Sorry.
And so.
I rolled my intimidate, but I because of the minus that the next roll was under.
Marshall, give me electronics, please.
Oh,
and then Randall, what were you doing?
Well,
how'd you do?
I rolled a 4, but it would be a 3 with that penalty that was from the chat. So can I spend a Benny to re-roll that?
You can. Please spend that Benny, and while you roll, Luke, what are you doing? Your set has maybe 5 minutes left in it.
Well, first off, I checked to make sure the live stream was working. Then because that's what I would do, is I would also live stream my shows to.
You gave me a fucking heart attack because I thought you were like, "Oh, Kyle, the live stream's not working."
No.
I almost shit my pants. I'm looking at people respond in real time, and I was like, "Oh no, we're not live."
No,
Absolute
it's not that.
Dipshit.
It's the fake one in this game. So yeah, I make sure that's working. Then I'm gonna be like, tweet. I'm going social media. Hey, can anybody know how to deal with these assholes?
So you do nothing of value.
No. Well, that's what I do first. I'm trying to warn everybody, or like, hey, we're being attacked. Hashtag this sucks.
Hashtag terrorism. Hashtag crime. Hashtag help. Okay. And then what's your proper action?
My proper action would be to try and use the oscilloscope to either jam their signals or to deafen them, fuck with them somehow, like create one of these illegal sounds that can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's call that electronics.
Okay. Let's see if I have that.
Angelo, how'd you do on that taunt?
So I got a 6.
I don't know. Can I use performance?
Yeah, use performance.
Okay.
I have humiliate, which allows me a free reroll on taunt tests.
I will allow that, even though they're robots. Yeah.
Okay, I was just going to ask: is whatchamacallit? Is that like a reroll and take the better of the two, or
let's say yes. Okay. We're going to say yes. I'm merciful.
Okay.
I'm a fan of player characters.
Okay, yeah, no, the 6 is the best I got. So.
Okay, it's actually a 5, courtesy of Prince of Altea's -1 on that roll, but that's still going to be good enough. You manage to sort of swing and connect with one with this upside down mic stand, and it hits the ground, sort of rolls, and then rights itself back up and brandishes those scissors and charges at you. Randall, how'd you do with that reroll?
I got a 4 this time, just like a straight 4. Yeah.
There's a lot of.
I run at them yelling, "I don't know whose streets you think these are, but they ain't yours."
So, regrettably, Prince of Altea has redeemed a lot of -1s. So that's actually going to be a 3. Chat wants to hurt you. I don't know why. Prince of Altea is just nasty. He does it a lot. So that is unfortunately going to be a failure. You can't quite get the audience to follow your instructions. They sort of try to scatter, but then they're bumping into each other. They're in the way. And as you sort of Toro flip your jacket, one of the Mirai drones like whips past you and bisects you with those scissors. I need a spirit check from Randall and a spirit check from Angelo. Marshall, how was that electronics check?
Is that just a straight roll?
Straight roll with the wild die.
Okay, gotcha.
I had to spend a Benny, but I got a 5.
Okay, with a -1, that's a 4. So you really, really go high and bright with your weird LED super rich posh sweatshirt, and you create this blank space that does cause a lot of people to sort of be able to run past you, at least the ones who are already behind you. The people on the other side, they're boned. They run past, they head through the double doors and rush back out into the city night. You feel like a firm grasp on your shoulder that sort of jerks you back towards the door, though. Almost assuredly, it is a Tarian. Luke, how'd you do?
I got a 5, so I guess that with a -1 penalty still be a 4. Oh,
4. That's still going to do it. And so it really begins to get super, super hot, produce some real nasty sonic frequencies. And as one of the drones sort of bisects someone in front of you, and again, that person just drops to the ground, the lens that just began to glow after it bisected that person, this one now has 3 of its 4 lenses glowing. It cracks, and then it doesn't really pivot, but it perfectly flawlessly spins around and rotates until its last non-glowing lens is staring at you through that rictus grin of a golden mask. I'm going to make an attack against you, but the good news is this one's already kind of injured. What is my fighting for this one? Okay. What is your parry, Luke?
My parry is 5.
Your parry is 5. Fell off the table. So 4 plus 2 is going to be a 6. This thing bisects you as well. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 5.
Okay, so let me just do my damage. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So I am going to shake you and deal 1 wound to you. If you would like, there is a mechanic called Soak. You can spend a Benny to make a vigor roll, and for every success, you reduce the wounds you suffer by 1.
I mean, I might as well. Like, I have, 3 then right now? So, like, I haven't spent any yet. So yeah.
Yeah, go for it. It's a use 'em or lose 'em situation with them. Meanwhile, Randall, you were bisected. How'd you do on that spirit?
I rolled a 6. If there's still a -1 in effect, then it's 5.
There is not. Marshall, you gain a Benny courtesy of Mini Bunny.
Thank you.
So you got a 6, you said?
Yeah.
So you actually managed to, unlike everyone else who's been bisected, you managed to sort of land on a knee and sort of get your 1 foot up and sort of hold on. But oh my God, you were overcome with this unfathomable ennui. Like, that's really the only word that I can use to describe it. You feel listless and alone. The worst news is that those scissors, when they cut across you, you are going to be redeemed in injury, regrettably, courtesy of the chat, because we haven't used these yet. Your agility die is decreased by 1 until you heal this wound.
My agility is at base.
Is it a 4?
Yeah.
Every time I roll an injury on someone, they're always like, oh yeah, that attribute's already a 4. It never works for me.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Angelo, how'd you do?
Oh, I failed.
You beefed it, Squid?
Yeah, well, like...
On the spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Spirit, I failed, yes.
So, unfortunately, you just, like... You don't catch yourself the way Randall does. You sort of face plant directly in front of HBO 1983 intro, who...
Great read on that.
Luke was right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And you feel the transparent Game Boy Color fingertips begin to like slap you in the face. Oh no. Oh no.
HBO 1983 intro. You have to get out of here.
I need to stress this, Angelo. You're too depressed to even talk right now.
Oh, good.
Like, the ennui that Randall feels is all consuming for you. There is no future for you. Like, what are you even doing anymore? Marshall, what is your action?
I assume Atarians keep pulling me back.
Very much attempting to, yes.
It's like, I'm struggling with a bit, and I tell them, look, we need to help other people out here. So
nope, I have a responsibility, and that is to get you out of... He drops as you see the glint of the Mirai drone that just charged past him. and its eye begins to glow, and it bears down on you. What do, Marshall?
Jesus. Okay. Actually, is a Tarian's taser on him?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And yes, Ross, you can give me infinite crap for regardless. Yeah, I already saw it coming. So he's actually, I'm keeping in turn. He said he was going to tase me.
It's taser time, baby.
Yeah. So I'm
ready
going to try
it.
to grab it and see if I can fire it at the Mirai drone.
Aaron loves his tasers.
So it's not a taser gun. It is like a hand powered taser. It's a stun gun. So go ahead and give me fighting.
All right. Let's see.
While you roll that, Luke.
I didn't do so well on that bigger roll.
How'd you? Yeah, what's going on?
I rolled
Greg, this is an RPPR.
You rolled 2 1s?
Yeah.
That's a critical failure, my boy.
Yeah.
You can't re-roll a critical failure, my boy.
No, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
The good news is you gonna suffer an injury, and that'll bring us. Oh no, there's one more injury left.
All right. Well, that was.
No.
See you all.
So, interestingly enough, you are going to temporarily, again, once this injury is sort of healed, you're going to be more okay. You're going to temporarily gain the hideous scar. You have the ugly major hindrance because as this Mirai drone snips across you, you're shaken and you take 1 wound. The bad news is, as you get overcome with that ennui,
to rewind your VHS face mask.
That's even worse. The super hot thing that you've been making noise with, it
oscilloscope
burns through the VHS mask and sort of creates it's a cool anime scar, but it gives you that sort of cross-section facial anime scar and sort of fuses a bit of that plastic to that old face.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm the Vapor Phantom of the Opera. It's fine.
Marshall, how'd you do, bud, on that fighting roll?
I got a 5.
Oh, baby. That is the number. That is enough to hit. So this Mirai drone is going to make a Vigor check to resist being knocked unconscious. It super duper beefs it, Squid, and it drops to the ground immediately.
And I'm just shocked that I actually did that, and I'm trying to find the word here. I'm panically kicking it away.
When you sort of kick it, that lens, you kick squarely in the one that was glowing when this thing cut across a Tarian. And emerging from it is solid condensed sphere. Maybe about the size of a grapefruit, a little smaller. And it rolls across the faux marble tiling like a fushigi ball. Yes, like a glowing, colorful fushigi ball. And it rolls across, and you're sort of flabbergasted, but you barely have time to react, as I need a spirit check from you as that last one snips across you.
Yeah,
you drop to the ground.
Okay. And that's just, and I don't have the wild dice on that, do I?
You do have a wild die, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Full credits.
6.
Yeah, you managed to catch yourself on the one leg and hold on. You can see that it's sort of glowing in front of you. Okay, so Luke critically failed. Randall, Angelo, Marshall. It's not looking so good. Hey, everybody, it's not looking so good. There is another loud splattering of fire as from the roof, bursting down through the catwalks up there, lands a figure, a blur, before all of you, except for Angelo, who is unfortunately in the midst of being slapped by HBO 1983 intro. When it hits, it smashes right into the Four Loko fountain, and it just sends that sticky licky everywhere. And why did I say that?
I don't know.
Knows. No one knows.
Is there a 15-minute ban on that phrase?
No. Nope, that one's forever. The venue is going to hate your band. And when it smashes down, all of you, with the exception of Angelo, see the form that, much like the Mirai drones you've seen on the television, Visored Fighter Prophet, the dangerous renegade, the criminal that is fighting Steel Fate in ways that the law simply cannot. The mass media is very anti-Visored Fighter Prophet, and they want the authorities to do their job. You're free to have whatever opinions you want of this person, but as they sort of pull themselves up out of the green Four Loko water that's all around them, they sort of take a look, and it's still panic. What are each of you doing right now? Like, Luke, the pain hasn't fully set in yet. Like, it's gonna hurt, but it's not there yet.
I mean, I know my face is fucked up though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, probably in shock, like, my face. What happened? Oh God.
Good thing Angelo wasn't here to see this. He has a thing about face wounds.
Is there a doctor? Help!
Is there a doctor? So you're just sort of shouting, anyone, help. Randall, Marshall, what are you two up to? Angelo, can I get a spirit check from you, please?
Yes.
Can I try to get to Luke, because I do have a small healing skill.
So you rush over to Luke despite this oppressive ennui. Give me a healing check.
21.
Angelo. 20 what?
21. 2-6, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So
no, wait, I'm sorry, 18. Sorry, I went a little 18.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You like kip up just like you do reflexively. You have been through lower working in movies. It's absolutely horrific the way they treat you, especially since the dissolution of all unions 20 years ago.
Question.
And yes.
So I only rolled a 3 on my attempt to heal roll, but I have reliable, which lets me re-roll support roll. Is this a support roll?
No, but I'm going to say yes. I'm going to let you use it because we'll explain more of the mechanics of how support rolls really work.
Okay, because I know nothing.
No, I know. As we branch deeper into the system, support rolls will come up, but for now, we'll call it one.
All right, then. Sweet. I get 7.
7. So that is going to be enough to allow Luke to ignore the -1 penalty.
All right.
As
let's get the
Randall
burning plastic off your face, buddy.
Gets that off your face.
It's okay. It's all right. Sterilize it with some of the. I kept some clean Four Loko. It's good. It wasn't on the floor.
We're all right.
Angela, when you kip up, you land like directly in front of the Mirai drone that cut across you. And just no problem, you drive your fist into the mouth camera in front of you, the one that's glowing after it cut you, and you punch through that glass with overwhelming force. And something gonna happen, Angelo. But in the meantime, Marshall, what's up?
So, am I still entangled with the drone? Or did I...
You're not like, it's not like a grapple or anything. Okay. It's just near you, as is the on the ground body of a Terrian, and you're kind of super far away from everybody. Like you're across the venue.
So, and is the orb still near me?
It is near a Terrian.
A Terrian, okay, because I kind of fell in there. I'm assuming that this thing is trying to get back to its orb or trying to still get that. So I'm going to try to grab it and throw it in order to distract it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And
okay.
This is panicked 16-year-old thinking like.
Sure. When you know what? I'll cross this bridge with you when we get there because you've done something interesting. Luke. You sort of stop feeling the pain as Randall sort of slathers you with aloe vera. What's up?
Got some for Papa Steve. He always has the good stuff.
So what do I see with the other? So Randall's with me. Angelo's punching a drone. And
Angelo's fist has gone through a drone.
Okay.
Good God. You see Visored Fighter Prophet as you sort of come to, and he appears to be taking shots and knocking various drones out of the air.
Randall, we need to get the fuck out of here. We just get Angelo, and I'll try and get Marshall, and we'll just fucking let the costume.
Yeah, you get the kid. I'll get the fried android person, and actually, I think Angelo might be fine. He's wow. Whoa.
There's fire. It's like immediately next to you as 2 of those drones go up, and they drop 4 of those orbs, each of them. Strangely, Randall and Luke, who have missing parts, you feel yourselves drawn to 2 of them. Each of you are drawn to 1. It's
yoink.
Weird. It's like spiritually magnetic. Marshall, when you grab this orb, you see flashes, visions of a Terrian. But there's no way that these can all line up. The details just don't match. In one vision, you see a Terrian as a very, very, very old man. Wife, kids, grandkids, like around his deathbed. In another vision, he is a very, very, very old man who is still working for you and Mumsy. In another vision, he is like out and sort of just living his life independent of any of you. And you sort of shocked drop the orb. All of these conflicting, incongruous visions coming across you as from behind you, the drone that cut across you explodes and also drops that orb.
Yeah, I'm just trying to catch my breath. It probably feels like my hand has just been electrocuted and all my muscles and tendons are still in place or just clawed up at this one. And looking over my shoulder like, what just happened? Atarian?
And
I think I saw your 2001 moment.
And
did he turn into a space baby?
Hell yeah, space baby.
Teenagers love making Kubrick quotes.
Yes.
They
The
love
famous Kubrick
2001.
quote. I think I saw your 2001 ending.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's when sort of through that hole in the ceiling begins to float down on stained glass wings a figure. And I know I've said this a lot tonight, but this is another figure that you've all seen in the papers. There's no paper. This is Outrun. There's no papers. In the news.
Newspaper.tv.
This vaguely vampiric looking, very regal, chrome-lined figure with a lot of stained glass reliefs in its body.
Asshole.
And as it begins to ascend down, it sort of is holding a scotch glass in hand, gently descending.
What is man?
What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets.
What is a hero, Prophet? A miserable pile of secrets.
And Visored Fighter Prophet takes a swing, and the figure just, with like the absolute most minimal movements, moves its head slightly out of the way. Angelo, you are overcome with visions, futures, outcomes, probabilities for you. In one of them, you have just shot Gibson to death on set. In another one, you have replaced Gibson and are now the star of the next movie. In another one, you're destitute, in the gutter. In another one, you're a family man. In another one, there's just visions upon visions, retail, sewer maintenance, fucking just anything that could possibly happen to Angelo. You see grasping out. In a lot of them, you see yourself fighting shoulder to shoulder with 3 other people. and all of you are wearing these strange armors, and in many of them, you are fighting this figure directly in front of you. Halation Facade, the leader of Steel Fate.
Oh, now that's just a great pair of words.
Look, Aaron and I worked really hard on this name. We brainstormed for a while on it, and it came out good.
Yeah. God, that was just good to hear.
So, Angelo, which future do you grasp?
I grasp one of the ones where we're fighting.
Okay. And you begin to reach out. Randall, Luke, what do you two do? Same to you, Marshall.
Orb!
I'm gonna,
Okay.
As I start to run toward HBO 1983 intro and Angelo, I'm gonna grab one of those interesting looking orbs and
I just dive on it, tackle it like it's a football, like it's mine, it's my destiny.
Yeah.
It's the most vaporwave thing I've seen in my life.
Oh my god, yours is made of marble. Yours is made of marble, and it's literally emanating vapor.
Yeah, exactly.
Marshall?
Looking at the other one that dropped, I see that it looked like an orb, but also that glowing orb, but suddenly it resolves to, oddly enough, looking like maybe a ball of twine, but every one of those strands is sparkling, multicolored, and I just looked back at
Saruman the many colors over here.
Atari and thinking about that. Fuck you, my fate's my own, and just grab it.
And you grab the ball, and all four of you politely bite the plot hook so that we can have a proper campaign.
Yeah.
Thank you. We've made it, everybody.
Roll credits.
It's over. And
Next DVD.
a vaporwave remix of Go Go, redacted by. We don't know her either. The Go Go something something remix intensifies. And all of you are sort of overcome with these various probable outcomes, and each of you grasp at one where you are doing something difficult, where you are fighting back against the future denied.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
And so,
Fuck off.
No, inject this directly into my veins.
Thank you for my voice.
and so you all shift. You grasp at one of the many probable outcomes and begin to be overcome by this glow. One at a time, in whichever order you would prefer, please describe this version of your shifted form. Whichever one you end up with.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Okay, Angelo.
So, I've got my fist through the drone,
Mhm.
grab the orb, and as I pull it out, like, this is bright electric blue energy that comes off of it. And when it's all said and done, I'm standing there in very sort of, it's, electric blue, kind of like pearlescent armor with some obvious sort of like circuitry, but also the circuitry kind of takes on sort of like a lightning aesthetic to it, and it's a very kind of smooth helmet, very sleek, and I'm standing there and I've got a sword in my hand, and it's a sword in as much as it's a 2-3 foot long like pole that is kind of sharp on the end, but the whole thing just crackles with like electricity and energy as I stand there, and I just kind of look at myself for a second, and then sort of like flick the sword around. It like spins around my wrist, and then I turn to face Facade.
Oh, shit, that's tight. Who's next?
I'll go. My form shifts into a heavily industrial robotic, like large rivets and blackened steel with, you can see at the various hinges, you see sort of red various pistons and cords that seem to power the armor. The forearms are absurdly large, with at the elbow a very large piston projecting out from each. And despite the fact that he's now wearing a mask that is essentially like a robotic human head, there's just a regular red bandana tied around his mouth. And there is, of course, a big ol' stylized R also in bright red across his chest armor area. And I after transforming, slam the fists together and sort of jump over toward the kid.
Okay. Luke or Marshall?
Just, got to look after your little brother.
Yeah, all right. So
Luke
basically has like a checkerboard pattern on his armor, except instead of white, it's pink. And then there's like palm tree silhouettes on the pauldrons, of course. And then of course the helmet is actually a CRT TV screen showing static, but it changes the imagery depending on what he's feeling. So like what or what it's just a never ending cascade of vaporwave imagery. And his weapon is of course a bust of Helios on a pole. It's so basically a giant mall. But it's also the floral shop bust. So yeah,
I love it.
So
love
happy
it.
right now.
yeah.
Last but not least, Marshall. What's this future look like for you?
As it forms, the ball that I grabbed onto kind of goes towards belt level, as where most great transformation drives do.
Of course.
And the threads that were there spill outwards towards around the shoulder and the legs, forming, taking all those multicolored threads, but forming them into what looks like hardened armor. So it just looks almost, flowing, but like tendons going down each of those, that resolve into armored greaves and bootstraps. The face itself turns completely transparent, and the face mask has the transparent look on it, except for the compound eyes that sort of resolve in a kaleidoscope manner, with a hoodie that just kind of flaps back. And at the wrist,
Very Ghost.
Yes, as he pulls that forward.
Who I also don't know. Never seen her.
Oh yeah, but
I don't know her.
So, and there are curved, pronged blades that form over the gauntlets and then pop out, like
cool.
guitars, as he turns around facing Halation.
I love it.
I
And
land
so,
next to him right as that happens, like, oh.
and Angelo, you are near Luke on the stage, and both of you are sort of flanking, as in the middle, in that Four Loko fountain, is
The remains of that Four Loko.
Visored Fighter Prophet, who sort of goes, bet you didn't see this one coming, did you, Facade?
I must say, Prophet, I'm rather surprised. He couldn't have even foreseen this becoming a reality. But your fate is sealed.
And with that, the two engage. What do the four of you do? I assume help in some way?
Are there still drones around attacking people?
There are definitely still drones around attacking people.
Well, I'm going to go, like, air punching then, apparently.
All right, give me a fighting versus the drones. Angelo, Marshall, Luke, what's going on?
I'm going to follow in Visor Fighter.
Okay, so you go to back up. Do you want to support Visored Fighter, or do you want to try to make some attacks of your own?
I will go for the support.
Okay, so roll whatever skill you can justify as how you're supporting Prophet. You have to sort of sell me on it, but for support rolls, you can sort of just do whatever you want.
Okay.
Marshall, Luke, what's good?
I'm gonna hit him with my club.
Go for it. You go for the big swingy. Give me a fighting check. Marshall.
I'm going to round about drones as well, so just going through, starting to either slash or pierce them as needed.
Give me some fightings.
Yeah.
All of you, as you're sort of rolling this, are overcome with this weird sense that you've never, ever really felt before. You are you, but at the same time, you are not you. you are a version of yourself that has experiences that you have yet to fully comprehend, that have yet to actually happen to you. It's almost as if there are two minds inside of you, but one of those minds is from the future. I can't even begin to explain how alien this feels by having muscle memory that you have no memory of. How do we do on these attacks, everybody?
Just a question. I just realized I did this. So on the two-fisted, since I'm using that gives me an extra die to roll, correct?
Say one more time.
On the two-fisted edge, that gives me a die to...
it lets you make a second attack at no penalty.
That's okay. So all right. So I just rolled the first one and then I rolled the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got a 6. Also, I have the advantage brawler. Does that help?
Brawler helps you to deal more damage with fist weapons, and it also boosts your toughness. That's already been factored in. So unfortunately, in this instance, no. But you have the advantages already. How'd you do?
I got a 6.
And you're going for the big guy. Okay.
Yep.
Marshall, how'd you do?
First attack resolved in because got a 6 on the first roll and 3, so 9 on the first one.
Hit.
And then got a 6 on the last. Oh, sorry, a 7 on the last second attack.
Hit and a hit. On the first one, please give me your weapon's damage and an additional d6 because you succeeded with a raise.
Okay.
On the second one, it's just the regular damage roll. Randall, how we looking?
I rolled a 6.
And you are fighting drones, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I? Okay, so it said like my general strike fist attack.
Mm-hmm.
It has blast times 2, so apparently that means I can use my piston punch to like do a cone blast if I take a -2. So if I dodge that before, I can do that, right?
You can, but unfortunately, that 4 is not going to be enough to hit the drones. They are
so
small and they are flighty.
Okay,
yeah.
So I'll just stick with I can stick with the 6 then, I guess.
Yeah, I'll let you keep the 6, and then announce that with your intent for attack in the future,
Gotcha.
and then just take the penalties. Give me the damage for your fist weapon, Angelo. What's going on?
So I wanted to use fighting to basically, as Visored Fighter is dealing like the actual like blows, I'm basically there, kind of like harrying Halation Facade, kind of trying to keep them off balance as the real hits come in.
Throwing a wrench in the gear works. You're making sure that you're leading. You're sort of shepherding. Okay, how'd you do?
I got a 4.
Okay, so that's going to give Visored Fighter Prophet a +1 on his fighting check.
Okay.
And yeah, that is regrettably not going to be enough as you swing and Luke swings. And Visored...
Didn't I hit?
You did, but don't like.
Right.
Aaron knows. There's a device.
Okay.
You begin to take these swings, but much like how Facade dodged the initial attacks, you're missing by like fractions of centimeters. Like wherever you are coming from, he already sees it in advance.
This is getting rather boring,
he says as he sort of jumps back and forth between all of the attacks.
Prophet, I thought your new friends were going to be more interesting than this.
And he strikes out at Prophet just with like a lazy backhand, and it sends Prophet sprawling. Marshall, how was the damage?
Okay, so the first one was 6 on there, and the second one, and that was just rolling the and that had the bonus on it, correct?
Has an extra d6 of damage.
Oh, an extra d6. Sorry, so
and with damage, unlike every other roll, you add it together.
Okay, so the second attack would add into that total damage.
No, each attack is independent, but all of the dice rolled for damage, like per attack, count towards one pool.
Okay, so the first one that I did, that's 7, and the second one was 8. So
okay. Oh my god. Yeah. All right, and so the drones just begin to just burst as you get out there and begin slicing and piercing across them. Randall, how was that damage?
Actually, I was going to ask about rolling damage. So it's I roll my strength die, then +6 for the gauntlet type weapon, then +4 for brawler, or plus D4. I mean, is that how that works?
No, brawler would apply if you're attacking unarmed. Like this fist weapon is higher than that already. It doesn't.
Gotcha.
No, it's okay.
So that's when I'm normal. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, someone in chat's figured it out.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled
Gontes
an 8.
is always so sharp.
I rolled an 8 on a D8, so that's
Well,
nice.
that explodes. Damage keeps going.
Oh God! I rolled another 8. So that's 16, 17, 18, and then the D6 rolled a 4, so 22.
So between Randall and Marshall, the Mirai drones just go up, and then they go down, crashing down, as they smash across the ground. The venue has cleared out. No one is here anymore. It's just the four of you, Prophet and Facade. And Luke and Angelo, you are sure you were about to hit. Now, granted, his Halation Facade's parry is much higher than 5, but you are sure that you hit. But in all of the visions of the future you've seen, none of the blows have landed. Like, you are precogging every attack, and in every future they miss. Like, it is overwhelmingly obvious that something is up.
Well then, if we're all done playing around, I don't have business with you four. Prophet, it's time to go. It's time to come home.
And Halation Facade very quickly flicks a stained glass tarot card in between two of his clawed chrome fingers and just sort of absent-mindedly throws it, and Prophet goes to dive out of the way, but the shot has been completely led. It connects, and Prophet disappears.
Ugh.
The card flies back into Facade's hands, and in the stained glass relief, you can see the mask, the titular visor of Visored Fighter Prophet.
So then, you four, will you resist or...
Start shooting.
So
Yeah.
I do the same thing. So I just I put my hands together, and the needle bands that were around this come out. And I just scream "Fate Break" as I'm shooting all those forward.
So you go for the kick, but unfortunately you haven't done enough damage to the monster of the week, and the kick is not enough. You bring those glowing urchin fists down, and Facade sort of floats backwards, sort of does that like vampire teleport as you begin to essentially Krillin him. Just throw everything you have before death.
Oh, why you gotta be like that?
Oh,
I see. Well, I suppose that I couldn't interest any of you in a position within Steel Fate. We're always looking for enterprising new members.
how does "get fucked" sound?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Language,
optimal.
young man.
I have to turn the voice modulator off before I laugh. Otherwise it's going to sound so ridiculous.
I see those two are a lost cause. What about you, Helios Statue? What about you, Machine Man?
Yeah, we don't like scabs around here.
Oh, you wound me.
That's the idea. I'm jumping at him.
And so you jump and you swing and you swing, and that
Yeah.
claw sort of sparks right across your visor.
Oh.
Regrettably, I want to make it clear that this is not a fight that you are going to win at this time.
Well, obviously. It
It's
doesn't
simply
mean I'm
not-
not an overconfident jackass.
Oh, I know, and I love that. So I guess to sort of cut down on it, Randall, at what point in your severe ass beating that you're going to receive would Randall or anyone else suggest retreat? Because the ass beating is happening, and it is bad.
Oh.
We don't know what's going on. We need to get the hell out of here first.
Thank you, Luke, for being a voice of reason.
Has that, like, what
I
about?
don't know what you want. I don't know why you're doing these things. You ruined my show. I'm leaving.
Yeah, the teenagers are going to continue attacking until he's pulled away.
Okay, no, that will actually get me to get us to leave. If he is increasingly in danger, I will gesture to Angelo to help me get the kid out.
Oh yeah, the beatdown is happening across the board to all of you. Falkirk Epsilon, thank you for the follow. If you could let us know your pronouns so we don't misgender you, that would be wonderful.
I'm stubborn. So
Okay, so unconscious it is, huh?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, unconscious it is.
Okay, in that case, I will be attempting to help Marshall, and then when Angelo gets knocked out, I will use that to convince Marshall to retreat.
Okay. So Marshall, Randall, you rush over to Marshall as like shards of colored glass fire everywhere, like scattering shotgun shrapnel. You rush over to Marshall. Luke, you're just like trying to deal with the bad hand that you have been dealt. As Angelo, you thrust and swipe and parry and thrust and swipe and parry, but it's never enough until that clawed hand wraps across your head.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good camera angle for that.
Yeah, right? It's pretty good. And as the fingers contract, you can hear the strain of metal and the creaking as Angelo, you feel your head is like about to burst.
Ooh. Can I try and go for a gut stab while using my stun power on my sword?
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure. I'll say go for it because this one, maybe you're catching fate's blind side. It'll give you a convenient way to get out of here.
Okay. Wait, that's a 10. Sorry.
My boy, you really must calm down.
No, that's 2 3s.
And as you thrust forward, he drops you and then sort of just effortlessly hooks the fingers around and catches the blade.
You'll have to be faster than that.
Luke, Angelo drops like a fucking sack of potatoes. Randall, you have grabbed Marshall, who is also like there's like the smoky spark effects all over the costume. You know the ones after the explosives go off, covered in them.
Take him!
Come on, Four Loko Fountain is shooting all over Angelo's crumpled body.
I'm like fireman carrying Marshall, and I'm going to grab his bodyguard on the way out, just by the scruff of his just by the scruff of his like tailcoat or whatever he wears.
I will basically swing the Helios Club, not to hit the bad guy, but like if he, like basically sort of like a defensive measure. Like if he comes any closer to Angelo, he will get hit.
Like Privar it between him and Angelo.
Just basically swing it, pick up Angelo, and then jump out of the way. Like
to use like fighting game community terms, you're zoning him out. So you can get to Angelo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you begin the zone with the statue of Helios. You said, right? Yeah, you zone with the statue of Helios, and sure enough, the figure does sort of have to vampire teleport backwards, just a little bit out of the way. Does that cool moonwalk Alucard does. And you grab Angelo. That's going to bring us Randall and Luke, because Angelo and Marshall are either unconscious or resisting, to the dramatic task of the evening, which is going to be escape. You have to get,
if you will.
Yes. You have to get a number of successes within a number of rounds. That's basically how these work. Think of it like a skill challenge from 4th Ed. That's how I run them. That's not how they're run raw, but they're way more interesting like a skill challenge. You can pitch any skill that you think would logically help you in fleeing through New Veridian and its streets or sewers or alleys or whatever you want. Maybe incorporate some of your transformed powers, like your 6-foot vertical leap, or if you can fly, the ability to fly. But what happens as you grab both of these two and you sort of begin this dramatic task framed in the now ruined vapor space? Vaporless for the first time. Parkour? All right. So both of you, please give me athletics to just get the fuck out of there.
I actually have the free runner talent too.
So you have a +2 on this then from free runner, I believe.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, and I maxed that out on my roll. So
Parkour.
Does it still have the wild card die?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that
for the
is an
most part,
11.
damage and running are the only thing. Oh, this sounds like running. Damage and the run action in combat are the only things that don't get wild dice.
Okay, I got an 8.
An 8, so that's 2 successes.
I got an
I'm
11.
Got 11. Oh my god. That is 2 successes. So you are up to 4 successes in one round as you just get the fuck out of there.
Thankfully,
Marshall.
we are streetwise idiots.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So that's what it is. Luke and Randall, you are used to the guerrilla marketing, and you know the area around Vapor
Whose
Space,
streets? Our streets.
like the back of your hands. You immediately take to a back alleyway that Aris is not looking, and you rush through that multicolored night as you zigzag and weave your way through. You pass by the night market, jump into the kitchen of a restaurant, because that's always in city chase scenes. You got to have it.
Oh yeah.
And Marshall, meanwhile, you are cognizant. Angelo, if you want to come too, just let me know.
Yeah, I finally realize how much deep trouble we're in. And I still have. Is Atarian still with me?
No, you left a Tarian behind.
No, I grabbed him on the way
he
out.
grabbed Atarian too.
Yeah, I said I
I'm gonna
grabbed
let
the
you-
bodyguard.
I'm gonna let you carry one human body.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, I can say he dragged him out before he parkoured away, or
No.
Yep.
Boo.
Someone's
I'm
gonna
not-
have some guilt for over what they did.
I got to roll in to grab him then. So because
Oh, my boy.
is he done? Okay.
You are in a kitchen of a tapas restaurant.
Oh.
You are not in Vapor Space anymore. You are in the real space.
Oh no. So okay. So I'm gonna break out. I see. I go actually just bust through the glass facing doors because I'm assuming it's there.
Yeah, fuck this restaurant.
Well,
fuck
I'm
this
just
small
not-
business.
Dude, people work here.
All the adrenaline has finally gone into the flight mode with me.
It's an automatic door and you barrel through it.
Also, I don't actually in this case I don't know my own strength because I'm just going like, oh god.
Super
I
strength
see this.
comedy. All right.
I try. Before I'm running the armor does have the soar feature, so
You
as
can fly, absolutely.
I take a step forward. The threads that were hardened on the back for the armor resolve into multicolored wings, and I just kind of step and go forward into the sky.
And you fly into the air. Bad news bears, though, is some of the lights in the sky. What?
Where is he going?
I don't know. I'm just going with it. I'm putting him in danger. I'm doing my job. Keeping Marshall alive is the adult's job. That's the three of you. The glowing lights in the sky are not all stars or like reception towers or things to tell planes not to crash into them. A lot of them are Mirai drones. And they begin to fire at you with some of those low power energy rifles. What do you want to do about this, Marshall?
All right. Can I evade them for the moment?
Yeah, let's call that athletics as well. That's
athletics? Fine. Okay. So all right.
Unless you have like piloting, but there's no way anyone has piloting.
No, I have drive.
I can't fly, so ooh.
Yeah, Angelo, are you still unconscious?
I'm going to say that once we're in the tapas restaurant, I start to come to.
Okay.
Tapas.
I put him on the kitchen table, like in
you
the
get
of the thing. Just
like the excellent smell of like fresh flautas being cooked up, and it's just like you're ready for it.
If I wasn't intermittent fasting, this would be so good.
Fuck you.
Trying to cut.
Angelo, you, Randall, and Luke, like you are not in vapor space anymore. I made the joke before, but you're in kitchen space. And what do you do? Like you don't know what's happening. You're very discombobulated.
The kid just flew away.
What? He can fly?
Yeah, can you?
I don't know.
I jump up and I hit the ceiling. Nope, I can't fly.
You 6-foot vertical leap through the stucco ceiling and stick up there for a minute before coming back down.
Property damage riders.
Sorry.
I don't think I can fly. I don't.
Yeah, let's.
The staccato of gunfire echoes from outside the restaurant through the doors Marshall broke through, and they like.
Help him.
We gotta make sure he doesn't die. I'm going outside and like climbing the building.
Oh, okay. Do you have a climb speed in this form?
I do not.
Then
So
we're
I'm
just going to call it
like,
athletics
jump.
with your 6-foot vertical leap.
You just like saying that.
I adore it.
Looks like that is a 5.
Okay, so that's going to be one more success. Aaron, how did Marshall do on that evasion?
4 after I spent a Benny.
4, so that is one success. That's going to bring us up to 6 total successes. Angelo or Luke, what are your actions for this round?
I'm going to go to the phone in the kitchen and call up my Zuber buddy who drives for Zuber, which is a kind of like a ride sharing sort of also cargo transportation thing. Like, hey, can you bring your truck around? We need I need to get away from the need something a little discreet.
And so she says,
Oh yeah, sure, dude. Where are you?
I'm by the tapas,
Which one? The one on the corner of
Not the good one, the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
6 and Constantine. Yeah,
yeah.
Some psychopath just ran through the door. I'm here. I'm getting
Oh, really?
food.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrifying. Are you here?
yeah.
You better not be here.
No, I am. I'm in a costume. It's a thing. Someone.
Oh, is this part of the show?
No. Well, they're the terrorist attack. And they're
persuasion. Give me persuasion.
And
I
up
have
in the
three
sky.
lies, by the way.
Is this part of the show?
This isn't necessarily a criminal contact. This is just a girl you know who works for Zuber.
Aw, I wanted to use my streetwise.
Too bad.
Look, you ain't always going to get the
Justified.
benefits, okay there, buddy?
All right.
Give me persuasion.
All right.
How are those rolls looking?
I got a 5.
5? Okay, so that's one more success.
Yep.
Angelo and Randall, how are we looking?
Am I rolling another athletics?
Oh, you already rolled. Oh, right. I already got both
Also,
of
it's
you.
not a pickup truck. It's a box
so
truck, so it's covered. So, yeah.
Okay. Angelo.
I'm going to run outside. I run outside through the
Mhm.
smashed doors because somebody's inconsiderate, and I leap over the Zuber car, and then I pull out my sidearm blaster and start trying to like take pot shots at the
Call it shooting. Call it shooting. Yeah.
That's what I would call it too.
Luke, how'd you do on that persuasion?
I got a 5.
Oh, right.
Okay, so like, which one of these psychopaths are you?
I'm the one.
Oh,
with
you're
TV.
the one with the vaporwave aesthetic, huh? That's obviously
Yeah.
that's your costume.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'm over here. She sort of waves from across like the little window. You can see the cook.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, do I need a gun?
No.
I have one.
Okay. Well, I mean, keep it.
Else.
Don't throw it away. But
Okay.
we just need to get out of here without being seen. So like, I'll get the others. We'll jump in.
Yeah. Get in. I'll go warm her up. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And she sort of walks out and gets the Zuber ready to go.
Yeah.
Angelo, how are them shoots?
4.
4? Okay, so that's one more success. We have 8 successes. This is going to be the last round of the dramatic task, everybody. You are doing very well.
Are you lying?
No, you have 8 successes in 2 rounds.
Okay.
That's really good. And you were 2 people down for the first round. Like,
You're welcome.
y'all did well.
Yeah. As
And
we
so-
literally carry your asses through this.
So Angelo, as you're sort of taking the shots, you bing, 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 shoot some of the Mirai drones, and they sort of like wobble out of the way. None of them quite go down as Marshall sort of weaves and dodges and bobs and weaves and barrel rolls through all of these little pulse fire shots.
Just screaming the entire time because I don't understand what's happening.
Hold on, do I have a distant one? I think I have a distant one. Kind of like that. This thing is too much fun.
Yeah. I
really
wish we all had it so we could ruin everything.
Oh no! I'm really tempted to buy one.
Too much power.
Next 2 games,
and-
more fun.
And so I'm gonna just deal cards just so that I can have like an order for this one, just so I can see the initiative. Noah's a 7, a 10, a 2, and an 8. So Aaron, Marshall is first in this part of the dramatic task, which is good because you're in the air. You can't really see Chat, give me a name for this girl, please. You can't see her sort of turning on the Zuber. What is your plan? There is definitely covering fire happening. You spot Angelo taking shots. What do you do up here? What's your intention in the air?
Initially, it was just escaping, and I didn't realize I could fly, which is incredibly frightening. But
I respect that.
Now that I'm getting a little bit more view, how many of the drones are around?
After the shots, let's say like less than a handful.
Less than a handful? Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and try to target one by flying down on top of it, hooking it with one of my guitars, so my rippers, and just dragging it along the wall until it's completely disintegrated, just trying to rip parts off.
Okay. I love it. So you're going to do another classic DBZ move, which is face drag someone across a cliff or the ground.
Yeah.
And give me a fighting roll for that. Okay. While you are rolling that, next up is Luke, controlled by Ross. Her name is Lidl, and she is sort of like in the truck, sort of leaning out. It's like a decommissioned military truck. And she's sort of leaning out and says, so where are we going? What's the plan, bud?
Let me get my 3 friends in here, and then we'll go.
Okay.
So I'm going to be gesturing wildly to my friends and be like, pointing to the truck. It's like, get in. We need to go. I don't have a ranged weapon. I'm not just. Yeah.
As long as there's brickwork, I have a ranged weapon.
No.
So what we're gonna call this is a performance check.
Okay. All right. I will.
Marshall, how'd you do on that roll?
Okay, sorry. I saw one more thing before I made the roll. I do have first strike, which gives me a free fight action per round.
So first strike is if someone enters your threatened space, you get an attack against them.
Okay,
this is more of an abstraction, but we'll allow it. We'll give you a +1 on the roll. How's that sound?
Okay, that's fine too. And can I still use the two-fisted in this attack, or is that just
no? Because this isn't really a combat; it's more of an abstraction.
Okay, no worries.
Take the +1 and give me fighting.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I got a 6, by the way.
All right. And with a +1, that is a 6.
Okay, so that's 2 +1s. We're getting down to the wire here, folks. We're getting down to the wire. As you're sort of gesturing, Marshall, like, you see Luke down there just like full glow of the aesthetic, just sort of like, get down here. Do you, like, you manage to like skate and run this one across an old concrete building, very, very out of style. Some would say dilapidated. So the property damage is actually okay. Marshall,
hey, there's a warehouse nearby. We are.
Yeah, it's an abandoned building that was set for demolition tomorrow.
I love this effort.
There's a quarry right across the street.
Do you head in that direction?
Damn it! Yeah, I should be doing this. I think I have control of this. I'm going to try to fly straight towards the. I'll just fly straight towards the van.
Okay,
and crash in the back of it.
Marshall, Luke, Angelo, and Randall. Unless you have something that you want to do outside of the car, I'm going to say that for the next 2 actions, which is Noah and Thad, you've all sort of gotten into the Zuber as it the old diesel engine starts to turn over, and you all get into the back of it. It's a diesel engine, Noah. Why are you making faces at me? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sorry, that was very aggressive. I apologize. And so you all have gotten in as you like just burn rubber as fast as this old block can go.
Sounds like
next up would be both Noah and Randall. If either of you have something that you want to do, let me know. Like, you're being chased by the Mirai drones. You don't really know where Halation Facade is, but
it's a truck, right?
According to Ross, it's a fucking decommissioned.
It's like a
canvas
it's a box
truck.
It's like a typical like moving truck kind of thing.
Oh, so it's a U-Haul, not a decommissioned military truck.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I don't know where decommissioned military came in, but like
because you said it was canvassed.
I said it was cargo.
Oh,
covered. Like,
I'm illiterate.
Someone in chat mentioned a pickup truck. It's like, it's not a pickup truck. The whole point is that we're covered. Like,
I'm illiterate. It's
okay.
Fine. So it's like a U-Haul. It's a it's a modest U-Haul.
Yeah.
We haul, zoo haul.
Yeah.
Because it's Zuber. It's zoo haul.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I assume we're all in like the cargo area with the door closed then.
I'm going to say that puppy is still open.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make some shots while somebody tries to close the door.
Okay, so you sort of like hang out and you take the shots. Give me a shooting. Randall, what's your action?
I mean, unless there's something I can throw at the pursuing things. Is there
Yeah, let's say that there's like a very big bust of Helios in here and it's connected to Luke's staff.
I'm not gonna throw his stuff. That's rude.
Coward. If you want, so you can spend a Benny like a fate point in Fate to determine something in the scene.
In that case,
there's a big stack of throwing axes for that new throwing axe.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. You got me to laugh. Don't even spend the Benny. That's good. There's a big stack of throwing axes for the new hipster axe throwing place.
Okay, in that case,
I will own it. I'm a hipster. I love axe throwing. I'm not a hipster.
In that case, I'm going to grab the entire bundle of axes without cutting apart the like twine that's bundling them together. And I'm going to I'm going to use my
I have no idea how they transport axes.
Yeah,
no
they
idea.
probably don't do that. They
do.
Definitely don't wrap them together in twine. Which
You know what?
They do.
You know what?
I'm spending a Benny to say that it's wrapped together in a big like bundle of axes.
There's no worker protections here. They don't care. They sell it however they want.
Yeah. You're going to carry them individually? That's ridiculous.
So that'll be an athletics from Randall. Angelo, how was that shooting?
And I believe I also get a bonus to throwing stuff because of, is it Brute?
You got a 7.
I believe, Brute lets you tie it to strength, which refunded some of your points in character creation.
Yeah, but I think it also gives a bonus to...
take a +1 for now. We'll just give you
it gives a short range, any thrown
it increases the range
by 1. Yeah.
Okay, so it increases the range, so
yeah,
you can definitely do this.
So even though I should not be throwing an entire bundle of axes...
you throw them. Ah! Angelo, how was that shooting?
7.
7? Ooh, so close. So close. It quite literally is all down to Randall. Quite literally.
In that case, I'm going to spend my last Benny to reroll because that was not a good enough success.
Uh-oh.
What is their hit threshold if a 7 won't
Just
hit?
4.
4?
Yeah.
So a 7 would, but...
I wouldn't get a raise.
That seemed a little nervous about getting the raise. Thankfully, one more success is enough to bring us to a nice even 12, which is going to be 4 successes per round in a 3-round dramatic task. The shots and just the bundle of axes fly out, and when this weird like mesh sack of axes gets struck by some of Angelo's shots, and
into axes,
just an axe explosion. Windows are shattered. Cars are just like cut through with these axes. Property damage everywhere. Now you see why people maybe not so crazy about visored fighter profit.
Sorry, an axe explosion.
An axe explosion, you're banned.
Looking around the corner of the door, I just say, I think I played this level in Symphony of the Night.
Da-da-da-da, as the radio in the Zuber burns down the street. And you have all successfully escaped from Steel Fate. As you're sort of like dropping off like in an underpass where Aris can't see you, like a standard like post-night hang sesh. Lidl says, so what's up?
How much do you want to know?
All of it?
Oh, well, Steel Fate attacked the club during their performance, and then there were all these like drones flying in. We're like, what?
Yeah, I saw them.
And then, and like in the back, like HBO was doing his usual thing. And so like Angelo.
Oh God, where's HBO?
Oh, he's back at the club, I think. No, he escaped. He escaped.
Yeah, didn't he go out through the back?
Yeah,
we don't know yet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I told him to go out the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of Molly.
There was gold drone things flying.
You
They're
can't.
like,
you're not gonna roll well if you take Molly in a stressful situation.
That's what I said.
I told
Literally
him
what I
that.
said.
He
I've
said
told him that too.
I heard him say it.
He's incorrigible.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody know where the latch is on this thing?
Yeah. Where did these come from? Cool
we touched some
costumes.
orbs.
The future, I think.
Yeah, the orbs.
Oh, are you all fucked up?
Probably. On my face is really.
No. I mean high.
I felt really-
Actually, I didn't take it. I was going to do a show.
I wish
felt
I
real
was
low earlier, but I'm feeling substantially better now.
I think I would have been calmer if I was high.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got like slash.
You're 16. You're not getting high.
Yeah, no.
Your
it's
brain is still
irresponsible.
developing.
Oh.
Just give her the flattest stare I can through the mask. Just like,
Don't look at her
what
like
world
that.
are you
Fine.
living in?
Hey! She gave us
If
a
you're-
ride, and she did not have to.
If you're making a face, buddy, Marshall, I can't see it. You're wearing a mask.
Because
You
I
are
can't find the latch on this damn thing.
And they don't. All right, look. I'm looking at you all. They don't have latches. There's no latches. I don't know how you got in there.
Suit off.
No. Yeah. Like, what do you do?
He just.
Uh,
Well, this
I
is.
start pressing buttons and knobs. On the
You
suit.
fire like a micro missile and shoots off.
power
Where was
down.
that an
Read
hour
the
ago?
instruction manual. I know this is
There's
a
a
rough
document.
I'm just
What?
gonna.
You got an
think.
instruction manual? Why you been holding out on us?
Can I roll a smarts roll to see if I know how to get out of my thing?
Let's call it common knowledge.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do.
Pants disengage.
Oh. Okay. Roll. Exploding.
Oh no.
9.
So you just you stop and you
Collaborate and listen.
big inhale, big exhale. You just calm down. And for a little bit, you just live in the moment. You think about right now, not the past, not the variable, infinite futures you saw. You think about right now. And you de-shift. You are back to just normal Randall.
Oh, good. I still got my jacket. I was worried.
Oh, how would you do that, Randall?
Just take a minute. Just chill. Just be in the now, man. Just.
Common knowledge.
Deep blue ocean, deep blue
Sorry.
ocean, deep blue ocean.
And so all of you stop because, like I said before, you've had this weird, overwhelming sense of muscle memory without knowledge of the memories, thoughts that are far more mature than Marshall is really like even capable of at this time. Angelo and Luke,
Don't worry, you'll
like,
get there, buddy.
like thinking about future outcomes that just could be, but are just, again, so different than who you are right now. But you take that moment and you breathe and you think about who you are today and you de-shift.
Oh, my face!
Lidl continues. Whoa! Tight. Tight. What's up? Are we okay?
Yeah, how's your face? You all right, Luke?
God.
As you go to scream, thankfully. Oh wait, no, never mind. That setting rule's not in play. Yeah, it's still there.
All right, you're not bleeding. It's all right. It's all right. You're good. We'll
It looks cool. You look cool.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like anime boy scars. You look tight.
It hurts.
Yeah, I bet. Should we go to a hospital? No.
No.
Hospital?
Why?
They would ask a lot of questions.
Do we know
Well, I mean,
anybody?
Oh yeah, my dad's a nurse.
Oh shit. Which one?
Well, my dad's a nurse. Papa Steve's a mechanic.
Ah, okay, yeah. Is he a narc?
Not exactly, but like we probably shouldn't be super, like Hippocratic oath and all. It's cool. It's cool. Just
Okay. I mean, I know a vet. And
oh no, yeah. If you know a vet, that's probably better.
she's pretty good at working on horses. Now, Luke,
Yeah,
I
no,
know you're not a horse.
Vet's got to
but
know a lot of stuff. Vet's got to know a lot of stuff. That's real. That's real shit. We should probably.
She
go there.
has had to destroy several horses in the past. That's what you call it when you have to put a horse down. Destroy.
You know what? Maybe I'll call Dad.
Yeah, call your dad.
Yeah.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop. What's your dad's name?
His name is Porter Green.
And that is Randall's dad. One of Randall's dads.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say it's probably like 2 a.m. at this time. And so you sort of get like a little bit of that groggy, like
handling sound. Son.
Yeah, Dad.
Okay, what's going on?
I mean, you're asleep, so you haven't seen yet. But there was like an attack that went on down at one of the venues, and can I?
Oh God, are you okay? Hey,
no,
whoa! Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. But one of my friends, he got his face cut, and I tried to take care. I took care of it like emergency style. But can you take a look at him? I mean, he's not exactly rolling in money, so we can't exactly like go to an emergency room.
Yeah, son. Bring your friend around. I'll get everything ready. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. What can I expect? What am I supposed to be dealing with? What's the injury?
It's a cut across the face. Honestly, I'm not sure how deep it is, but
okay.
It does not look pleasant.
Okay,
it's not bleeding any.
Facial burn. All right.
Diagonally across the sort of face. It's not bleeding anymore, but.
All right. Hurry up. Drive safe.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna drive safe. I'm not doing that.
It's fine. I already hung up. I give Lidl the address to my dad and Papa Steve's place.
She boop 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 beep boop plugs it into the GPS, and the ex U-Haul truck sort of gets down and going. Marshall, should we like drop? You know what? Actually, never mind. There's an injury first. Angelo, are you okay? Randall, are you okay? Does everybody need a doctor? Because again, destroyed horses.
No,
I got swear tased earlier, but you know how it is. It's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so before long, you pull up in front of Randall's. You don't live with your dads anymore, right?
No, they live with. They live with my high school age stepsister, which is Papa Steve's daughter.
Okay.
So that's the 3 of them in that place. Intermittently, I will duck in, but not regular. But I don't like to bother them because I'm a burnout that embarrasses people, and I know it. It's fine.
What does the house look like? Like
it's sort of low rent
house.
It's sort of a low rent suburban house, like not a good one, but it's they do all right.
So it's like a city house where there's like a narrow driveway in between each of them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And so the the purple porch neon light is already on, and you sort of rush him in. The red sun has finally just set. It's 3 a.m. now. And Luke is brought in finally at night. And Porter, your dad, begins to sort of get to work on Luke. As he's sort of working on you, he goes, "Well, you're very lucky, young man. It's not particularly bad or particularly deep. Were you wearing something on your face or something?"
No, this is my friend. This is my friend who does the vaporwave shows. He had the mask. I've shown you the thing.
Oh, well, that explains the burnt plastic.
Yeah,
but that's good. If it had stayed on your face any longer, the plastic would have had to be surgically removed. But thankfully, this is only a first-degree burn. You're very lucky, incredibly lucky, actually. Now, can I ask how exactly you burned your face mask? The attack. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, there's I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's on like the social media streams. I don't know if the news has packaged it yet, but like he's got live stream footage of it. It was wild.
Once you told me, I received when I checked my tablet, I had received the update from Aris immediately. I put it on silent when
that's
we sleep.
Papa
Papa likes to sleep in total silence. What about the two of you, as well as you, son?
No, we got everyone.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, we got. I mean, I got my friends out, and we did what we could to get out of the harm's way. Like you say, the first step to being safe is getting out of harm's way.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad that you're all right. Quite a bit of a scary situation, young man. Are you okay? Do you perhaps want some cocoa or something like that?
We should get him home, shouldn't we?
I mean, probably. Yeah, I don't want to keep you up. I know you probably got shift. I don't know what shift are you on these days? I was kind of surprised we're still at home.
I covered for someone this morning, and so I have the evening off. But I'm sure I'll be called in if this attack is as bad as Aris is saying it is.
You traded, right? Don't let people keep dragging you into doing doubles.
If there's an emergency, I have a responsibility.
I know, but don't let people step on you. Like, don't let people get you doing doubles all the time. You got enough on your plate.
I'm a grown man, and I know how to handle myself in my workplace. But Randall, I appreciate your concern. Do you need anything while you're here? Do you want to check out the pantry, see if there's anything to take home with you?
Ooh, I might actually grab something.
Spend the night. Spend the night.
And, no, I don't. No,
no, it's fine, young man. Let me take you home, okay?
If I could just use your phone, honestly, or just
of course. I mean, we don't have a landline. There's
here, use mine.
No one has them.
That's fine. I just need to make sure my
yeah, come on. My dad's not that old.
My ride, so that's fine. So
I don't think they even exist anymore.
Yeah, the only people who have landlines are people like VHS Aesthetic over here.
Yes, pretty much. I'm amazed that there's still service, but niche businesses, small business. Imagine that.
From it. Yeah, I'm actually going to try to call Atarian's phone just to see if he responds. So.
Ring.
Did you not see if he got out?
Ring.
I thought you had it.
Ring. You've reached the phone of Atarian. I'm not available to take your call at the moment. If you would please leave your name and number after the beep, I would be happy to recall you at my soonest convenience. Beep!
Okay, hang up on that. I don't know why he has to sound like a Highlander on every one of his voicemail messages.
I mean, look, no, the guy has a rad voice. I'm not. I think we can all be big enough to admit that, even if he hates me.
Yeah. Okay, just kind of put that on there. Pull out, the Eris goggles and call it my mom specific. And
Dear, is that you?
Yeah,
Marshall, dear, where are you?
I'm at one of my friend's house. There's
he's on the glasses. Shh.
So yeah, I'm trying to keep rest.
Lidl's already gone. She has left. She has to work, otherwise she will starve.
No,
she's gone back to work.
Mom,
she's a trooper.
I need to give you an address right now. I don't know if I guess you weren't awake for the news or anything, but there's been an accident. I need to find
Oh my heavens! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wait, where are you?
I'm at a friend's house, so
Did you sneak out, young man?
Yes, but that's besides the point.
I'm going to have stern words with Atarian. He should not have let you sneak out. The help. It's hard to find good help these days.
Mom,
I'm going to go find him right now.
Mom, he might.
And you sort of hear like a stomp, 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 stomp.
Atarian, wake up!
Mom, he's not here.
Atarian's not here. Marshall, Atarian's not here.
Mom, I need you to listen very carefully, please.
Don't talk to your mother like that. Speak to me with respect. Do you know what time it is after you snuck out?
Yes,
yeah, it's 3 a.m. sundown, dude. Come on, show some respect.
And I need some help because I think Atarian might be dead. He followed me to bring me back home from a place I was with my friends. It's attacked. It's on the news. I want to make sure he's okay. He's a douche, but he's okay.
Don't speak ill of Atarian like that, especially while he's in danger. I'll send one of the other valets to check on him. We have his GPS tracker in place, his Aris chip.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Mom. So okay, I'll be home in half an hour. Thanks. And
you hang up.
Yeah, electronics. Could I actually track his GPS through my own Eris unit?
No, I would say you probably don't have an administrator account.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Like,
they
you're
have
16.
they have
I'm-
parental controls on you.
Yeah, exactly.
damn it.
They got the parental controls. Angelo, how are you feeling right now?
Not great, honestly.
You-
Like a lot of stuff.
You all right?
went
Like
down.
I didn't see you get hurt. Are you're like physically okay though, right? Do you need anything?
Yeah, I just.
I mean, if you need to lay
I'm
down, they
hoping-
actually do have a really nice futon, like out in the living room.
Yes, I can lay it out. It's no problem at all.
Oh no, you need sleep. I'll set up the futon.
I'm
for
fine.
him.
I'm fine. I can't sleep knowing that this is happening anyway. I'm sorry, young man. We're talking over you.
I'm just gonna go.
You sure? You good?
Are you safe to drive?
Yes.
I can call you a Zuber.
I knew that was
fine.
coming.
I can walk back.
All
It's
right.
not that far from here.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Handle
be
myself.
safe.
All
I'll
right.
sleep here.
You're more than welcome to stay here, Luke.
Just shoot me a message tomorrow. All right. You take care, man.
Marshall, do you need me to get you back home?
Yeah, I'll head out with you. So and I'll kind of hoof it on my own way. So I need some time to think. Maybe I can figure out. Worst case scenario, my mom's probably already gonna intercept me at some point. So you're fine.
I'll
Just don't.
I'll go with you until somebody comes to pick you up.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean,
And so you two head out of the building. Randall and Luke, you spend the night, and you're not really quite sure what the future holds for you at this point. But you have been drawn into something. It's not the name of the show, Ross. You have been drawn into something that you earlier today could never have predicted. Your past selves never could have seen your present.
Yeah, I gotta say this was not on my expectations for today.
And with that, we are going to draw the first episode of Savage Tokusatsu Future Denied to a close for the evening. Thank you all very much for playing.
Roll
Thank
credits.
you all very much for watching. Let's go, and since this is kind of everyone's first time on BPB, why don't you tell people, if you're comfortable, where they can find you, where they can check out some of your work.
go Ross, go.
Yeah, Ross, it's you. It's all
Hey,
you.
it's Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. Yeah, I'm at Ross Payton on Twitter. I have 3 podcasts now: Roleplaying Public Radio, The Mixed Six, and now Night Clerk Radio, which is a vaporwave and other weird haunted music review podcast. Nightclerkradio.com. And so, if you want to listen to one of many podcasts that I do for about tabletop RPGs, beer reviews, board games, pop culture, vaporwave reviews. God, yeah, no, it's like I do it for my job. So yeah, thank you all. This was a blast. I had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, you had fun? Good.
Yeah, no, I'm
I was
definitely
nervous.
gonna get a fucking Stream Deck now. I'm fucking,
It's
Yeah,
a
we got-
Stream Deck, and
Yeah.
you get a voice mod.
yeah,
Voice mod is the program, and then you can switch through them on Stream Deck if you program in advance.
no.
Thad, what about you?
Hi, I'm Thad. I show up on RPPR stuff intermittently. I also co-host a podcast about movies with a friend of mine over on the Fundamentals called Beneath the Screen of the Ultra Critics, which I am ridiculous
It's a good
on.
name.
Yes, we are hilarious. And I can also be
So
found
humble.
on Twitter way too much at Thaddeus Strange, and I loiter around with Ross on movie streams and Aaron on Railery streams pretty often during quarantine. So, woo.
Love it. Noah, what about you?
Hi, I'm Noah, and you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Common Otaku. That's KAMENOTAKU. And you can also listen to my new show called Thinking Too Hard About Anime, where me and my friend Aaron do like deep dive kind of discussions about anime. Right now we're doing Cowboy Bebop episode by episode, and that comes out every other Thursday. So this past Thursday an episode just came out, and then so the week 2 weeks from then will be the next
Mhm.
episode. Yeah, those are the main places you can find me.
Love it. Aaron.
Aaron Karsten. Main thing is, Ross gave us started role-playing public radio. Been there for years, so. And I am also for Railery Podcast Streaming, so our splinter off video game stream, who has been Best Pal Brigade has been very nice to always promote us, so thank you so much. And if you need to find me, you can do so at Aaron Karsten, AARONCARSTN on Twitter. Or if you want to email for us anything, railerypodcaststreaming@gmail. So, and only thing I'll do is, Noah, you get to the Outlaw Star episode.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
We're done.
Done.
No.
What is this nerd shit?
Yeah.
Finally, I am Kyle. I'm a member of BPB Games, or the Best Pal Brigade. If you're listening to this on the RPPR podcast audio version of this, you can check out these games live at twitch.tv/bestpalbrigade. You can find us on Twitter at BPB Games, facebook.com/BPB Games. If you want to get some of our very, very high quality tabletop game content, you can check us out on Drive-Thru or Itch.io, or support us on Patreon at patreon.com/BPB Games. I believe I already said the Twitch address, Best Pal Brigade, to catch these live. We do a lot of wild games with a lot of really, really talented and very, very cool players. So yeah, come and check us out. But for now, I suppose for the podcast, we're going to be signing off. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.